There we go. But damn. Dude.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, sick. Let me, but yeah, I am, my match is up first. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I was like mad excited to have Street Fighter V back. So then, also I gotta shoot the chat because we're gonna get banned. You can't say the word, you can't say the us word anymore on Twitch.
You can, but it has to be not in a mean way, apparently.
Right, that's true.
According to the rules.
I think they're endearingly calling me simp, and that's, you know what? That's what friends are for. I'm really happy to have all of my buddies here. Happy to have you on the mic, dude. It's so good. Like, yes. I feel as though this is the only time that we get to chat besides your Tekken streams, which are going pretty well, surprisingly, pretty well.
Yeah.
Like you're
right now we have Street Fighter on the dock.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just want to shout out everybody's achievements and stuff, yourself included.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, man. Commentary and everything included. So okay, hang on now. Who's my opponent? Play Guy, right?
Play Guy.
Actually, okay. So what I was saying was, I was like mad stoked that Street Fighter V was gonna be on the docket, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna enter bracket. And then I did not think about doing commentary at all. It was more or less like, I just want to play, because I just want to play with everybody. I just want to play with my friends. And then I'll just stream it. And then it wasn't until like yesterday where I realized, oh shit, I'm going to have to like Callisto this, aren't I? Where I just gotta do all of it. But he does it fine.
You know what?
When you guys do...
I mean, yeah, you know what? It gets more natural as you go along. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, true.
And... yeah, so we're gonna start us off. And what character you going with? You going with that poison?
I stick with you know what? I gotta play the mid tiers. You know, you miss me with all that top tier nonsense. You know how I am, man. I always like playing the underdog, being the one that's gotta try real hard at the game, because you know hard work pays off. That's what I do, right? I like to show off the hard work. So the first match, yeah, you guys are going to see, there's no bias here. It's going to be me versus Play Guy. Ken player, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and okay. I remember actually Play Guy. I remember last time I commentated LKO, he was, playing against the Geefs. He ran into a couple of Geefs, and, you look at the rank, you'd be like, okay, it's just gold. But I really remember him having a solid game plan, and it looked like he knew what he was doing. It's just... sometimes you just gotta get those confirms down. But as far as neutral and decisions wise, he had a competent game plan. So we shall see how it goes here.
Okay, it's getting a little choppily-oppily on my end, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm just used to. Oh my god, audio bug and everything. Okay, I'm used to fighting Kens in this kind of environment anyway, right? So this should go swimmingly. I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys in the chat, let me know. If everything is cool on your end, should be fine. Oh yeah, this is optimal. Yeah, you feel it? You see it? Okay, this is fine.
Yep, but hey, like we said, it is the optimal conditions to play Kennen. Starting off with that, I almost said 2H, crouching heavy punch.
Holy shit!
But yeah, you see, he's got the anti-airs on deck. And he's inching forward and forward, Ken gonna have to get in on those whips. Because it's gonna be hard. He doesn't have a lot of tools to do it. He's gonna have to take that risk with that jump, like right there.
I feel bad because I'm doing this to him. It's not just me. He's feeling it too. And I'll Play Guy. Look, man, I'm sorry. I wonder if you're used to it too. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. It begins.
I mean, it seems like it. Get the meaty with the roundhouse, and then yeah, he just meaty. Solid offense so far. I had to spend the bar, but it's hitting pretty so far.
You know what it is? It's because I'm streaming to you at 720. Watch this, dude. Hang on. You ready? Hang on. Boom.
Alright.
Boom. Switched it up for you. Hopefully it's better. Okay. Sorry, Play Guy. Look, Play Guy, I'm sorry. This looks rough. As long as it's fine for you. Look at that. Fixed. Patched. Hot fix.
There you go. We have fixed Street Fighter 5 night code. Everybody pack it up. Go home.
Okay.
Nice punish on that. He's punished that 2 times already. Really great knowledge check from Play Guy, and he has the corner. I like the way he's just inching forward. A little bit risky with the cancel into the run, but still has the corner. Oh, flipping out. I like it. And yeah, Seth has all this screen to work with. And I like what Steph's doing too. He's not taking too big risks and waiting for that anti-air and throwing back in the corner. Yeah, he's really playing at that range, that standing heavy punch. And yeah, great confirm.
Yeah, I had I had the delay to help. Alright, now I just got all this time.
The screen positioning.
Yeah. No meter, but
so
like... Okay. This is where you really easily lose momentum.
Yes.
Oh.
Especially,
okay.
Big risk that hard combo can be crouched. But yeah, like you said, that was like literally what Ken's had to look for in that matchup, right? Just that one hit, run the gambit. Yeah, really Steph's been spacing really well with the crouching heavy punch.
Yeah, you really got to, like, because at any range closer than that, it can be punished.
Yeah, and that's why Play Guy just inching forward little by little, not taking the huge risk, because he knows once he's in around this range, now he can cook. A great stand medium kick into the whips.
Play Guy, I'm so sorry. I know it's a struggle, dude.
Yeah,
I can smell it, you know, I can smell the stress.
I like the safe pressure that he's doing, and he's gonna activate the V trigger. Lots of bar to work with here. Gonna take that dash in. Time to guess.
Oh,
another one. Ooh, the delay crouch medium punch, but didn't have the confirm. That could have been the CA. Steph still living on a prayer. Take that plus frame. Still in the corner though. Lots of
cross
chip.
cut. That was really good. I gotta be careful here. Like with full meter, yeah, he can react to a whiff or just call out the crouch fierce.
Full meter on deck.
Yeah, there it is.
Great anti-air.
He was really solid with anti-airs too. Very, very patient. Ken, very patient playstyle. I mean, like, I felt as though at that position there was really no need for him to push.
Right. Exactly.
He was sitting at full resources. We're like in the middle of the screen. There was also no reason for me to jump. So
yeah, exactly. But it happens at all levels, like low, medium, or high level. Like if you play patient, and everybody's human, everybody cracks under the pressure, even if they have the life lead. So great on Play Guy to make that work.
Yeah, really good patience by him, good awareness for him to like remain composed.
Still spacing out well. Your anti-airs are being on point as well. But yeah, those can have to take those types of risks. And because once you saw he had the corner, it's like where Ken wants to be.
God, he's too on point. I keep trying to like test him.
Yeah. Right, plus frames. Great blocks from Play Guy. Not gonna give up that advantage. Running out of V trigger though. I like the placement of pokes right now. Just safe pokes and stuff. Not too many of those charging heavy punches, but found one there.
Round 2.
Okay.
He said, "Ah."
Look, Play Guy, I will completely understand if you hate this. I'm doing this to you, and I'll admit fault entirely. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jesus.
Great,
you know what? It doesn't matter. Look at how on point these anti-airs are.
Confirming well too in these conditions.
I'm not.
Ooh, he almost got.
I'm not biting.
Great. Defense. Steph's defense in the corner has been pretty solid so far. Not getting hit by the big stuff. Probably looking for a knockdown of some sort to try and get out of this corner, but Play Guy. He's been caging it really, really well. Whiffing that roundhouse though. And we're gonna activate. This is huge for Ken. Always huge for Ken for that plus frame activation. Gonna take the plus frames, but nope. He's sitting on close up. The overhead.
It's a super.
He's gonna spend all that.
I agree. You know, I didn't bite on the first overhead, and I didn't think he'd do it a second time.
100%.
I stared him down.
Spend the meter.
Yeah. Absolutely spend that meter.
Yeah, spend the meter every time. You can get meter back. You can't get rounds back. Always the philosophy to go with. And Play Guy sitting on match point now. Crouching heavy punches. Still putting in work. Chipping slowly away, and I like Steph is taking a little bit more space now. Doesn't want to lose all that space and be in that corner.
God, the cross cut. Every single one. Every single one.
Yeah, his anti-airs are so solid. You're right.
He's really on point with locking me out of the sky.
Yeah, and like he's just patiently waiting at this range when he can finally get into like crouch medium kick range. Maybe a crouch medium punch range.
Oh no!
And there's a big jump. He waited that long. He hasn't jumped that many times this set. Now it's... Ooh, he could have DP'd that neutral jump in the corner out of the air, but still has the corner control. Plus frames. Here we go.
Nice. Solid. Oh my god, I didn't want to take the throw, and now I'm paying for it.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. What do you
Ow.
do here? Oh, he
jumped
beat
back.
it, though. And that, heavy punch. Finally get that knockdown. Big damage. Look at the die. Ooh, just a pixel left and the meaty standing heavy punch. We got a 1-1 situation.
Yeah, we do have a 1-1 situation. Let me swap those names. Get that straightforward for you. Straightened out. Oh my god, this is actually... He is so patient. And I mean, it's more than his anti-airs, right? It's the fact that his defense is really, really hard to crack. He's inching forward super slowly. I'm like, really... The only way I'll get corner is more or less like, I get a side switch.
Yeah.
He's really good at keeping his space.
Yeah,
Whether
that's something just like natural to do. It's just like walk forward, get into your range that Ken can compete at. You don't have to make that big jump every time, but when you do get that big jump, you've earned it, right? Play guys walking forward, finding that range. There it is. Not quite. Seth ready with an anti-air that time.
Oh, the crush! I tried to step into that. Oh, I wasn't ready for the whiff of the DP though. Really
working the corner again. But Seth hasn't given up too much big damage when he's defending in the corner. So here we go. Gonna take the plus frames. Yeah, play guy doesn't want. I kind of like that.
Makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we're gonna take the plus frames again. Yeah, again. He's not playing on V trigger anymore. He's really just using that V reversal, so he doesn't have to take the plus frames from Seth. Big jump. This is huge reversal of fortune. Seth has all the screen to work with now as the zoner. But he's gonna choose this cage in. I like that decision. Because he does have a life deficit, but play guy still inching forward, trying to get in that crouch and medium punch range, the moneymaker. Okay, we're canceling it. That was a nice whiff punish, and we're gonna throw. Haven't gotten many throw games established from Seth here.
Might be dead. Yeah, nice.
The missed answer.
Messed the anti-air up. Didn't expect the jump either, so I don't even know if I would have gotten the anti-air, but solid jump in there. Spent that meter, as you said earlier. Just drop it all, because... I mean, just secure the dub, right? It was mad close at that point.
And like you said, you weren't expecting to jump. His jumps have been sparse, and he's gotten anti-aired a couple times, but he's really not just taking that risk every single time. He's playing on the ground well to earn that jump when you're least expecting it.
Oh my god! I saw him fishing for the crush counter earlier, and I mean, he's gotten it twice. I gotta really be cautious of that. He's so good with the way that he places those buttons.
And there we go. We have the corner again just by walking forward. No big risks. And he has this huge positional advantage. There's a big risk, though. Not quite the side switch Seth was looking for, but still happy that he's alive. Yeah, fishing with that Pierce, like you said, we're going to take not quite plus frames, but try to cancel into V-trigger, and now we have the corner.
Wow. Ooh. Wow. Almost.
Yeah, he's spacing really well outside of stand medium range, outside the crouching medium kick range. Fishing with that crouch medium punch is play guy. Leads into a lot. That's a big dash.
Okay.
In the meter yet is Seth. And the anti-air. Great patience on that. The new play guy had to make a big risk last round of this first game at LKO.
Yeah, true. I don't know if you guys heard. That was 2 failed buffered supers. Don't worry about it though. Ended up securing
you got
the
to spend the meter. We could have let you rock with that. We didn't have to know.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, they didn't need to know. But I like, honesty is the best policy.
There we go. Okay, we're getting it now. Spending it early, so we have a chance to gain meter as well during this, and has a huge life lead. What's the move by play guy?
Yeah, it's honestly because I'm mad scared of his pressure, and his.
It's fair.
His composure is very intimidating, so I'm trying to just lock.
Oh, there it is! He didn't cancel into the run though. That could be option selected, but not quite there. And the one time he missed the anti-air this whole entire set, it cost him it.
Oh,
that's wrong.
The one time, yes, exactly. The one time. Oh man, I didn't jump for like 2 rounds straight.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff to play guy. GG's, man. Oh.
Yeah. like I said, I was right. Like last time we saw Play Guy, it was like he has a solid game plan. Those anti-airs, the crosscut DPs are there. Just as Ken in that matchup, when you miss a couple of those confirms, like off that crush counter fierce, it hurts you because then it puts you back into that mid-screen situation where you don't want to be, but great stuff. But Seth, moving on into winners, his first time streaming and commenting and playing.
You know what? It's just like the big boys say in eSports, it's every day, bro. Okay? So wow. I'm no stranger to hard work. Okay, but next up we're gonna have the man. Oh crap, forgot. What's it? What am I supposed to call him? What? WAP stabilizer.
Just call him Seth, bro.
I signed a contract. I'm sorry. Versus Space Boy. All right,
okay,
let me get both of these boys in here.
So like I was saying, there's some invaders from the outside of the Midwest this week. We have Space Boy, and both of these players, I don't think they've ever played in Grand Blue, but both these players, Seth could put a considerable amount of time into Grand Blue this past year. He really made some work there, and I know Space Boy dabbled with Grand Blue as well, with that Vegeta. But yeah, we're most likely gonna see. I know Space Boy had a little bit of other characters, but yeah, likely Sakura, and from Seth, maybe the Laura, maybe the Cody, most likely Cody, but who knows?
Likely Cody. It's most likely going to be because he's on his I almost said Nadeshko, his Mika account, and he's been playing a lot of Mika lately.
I forgot about he was grinding out that Mika too.
He was really, really grinding out that Mika. So I'm pretty sure, just lock it, stay consistent. If things go sour, he might go to Cody. We'll see. Space Boy's the... Okay, all right, cool. Just wanted to... Space Boy FGC. Look, hey, if you're watching regular Space Boy, don't accept that invite. I will boot you, and I won't feel good about it. Space Boy FGC. Speaking of Grand Blue, I see you, right? I see you. Like, we've actually got a lot of crossover here. I'm glad that we are able to kind of like draw the comparisons between players and their Grand Blue characters and how they translate that over into Street Fighter and vice versa. That's why I'm pretty confident that it is going to be the Mika pick from Seth. I'm so sorry. Sponsors from WAP Stabilizer. Just to, like I said, remain consistent with his style and the other one and the other game. Let me go here. Sweet.
Yeah, I see Space Boy have that character in that Seth. The character Seth.
Yes, hold on. there is no player Seth here. We have How many times am I supposed to say this? I have to refer to the contract. 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of contract you signed. Doesn't sound like a good deal. I know FGC right now is in a flux, signing not so great deals.
Oh, so. Yeah. Topical.
Yeah, here we go. And it is going to be the Mika versus Sakura. Space Boy, one of the more talented Sakura mains in the NA region.
Probably, I think, one of the top Sakura players, in the country for sure.
Yeah, you could consistently see him on the East Coast Reddit tournaments, some of the other tournaments. But it's Mika, while a lot of people consider her a little bit more risky, a little bit more lower tier around these seasons. It's still Mika.
It is still Mika.
One guess and you're in there.
What a buffer! Are you kidding me? Okay.
That buffer, all of Sakura's buffers are really, really solid.
Yeah.
Roundhouse going over the crouch medium punch though from Mika. And yeah, Space Boy using that charge fireball to take his turn, retake his turn. Gonna get a lot of plus frames on that. It's on WAP Stabilizer. I don't even know if I signed the contract.
Hey,
I check that.
You're okay. You gotta stay brand safe, man. I understand. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Okay, I don't know if that was a misbuffer or if that was trying to be a hard read situation, but it might just go poorly because the momentum is going to really easily shift. Nope,
he did it again. I like it. I respect the hell out of that.
You know what?
We're gonna activate plus frame shimmy ya, shimmy yay.
Yeah, make those bold decisions when the stakes are high, like in round 1 of the set. All
and
right?
you know, it is a big theory that a lot of players employ, even high-level players. It's like you establish the DPs very, very early, so it's in their mind the whole entire set.
That's true. That's true. Like, you just set the fear early on. Okay, nice. Got that corner combo.
Nice optimized combo from Spaceboy. Has the corner. Trying to walk up, take his turn after that throw. Seth taking a good time to check that, but stuck in the corner.
Yeah, massive life deficit over on Flap's side. Oh no, missed the conversion.
Misses the clap, and in the corner for his troubles is Seth, and just got caged in. Spaceboy taking game 1.
Yeah, Cage is right. Locked down. I'm like fighting. I'm internally fighting, trying to say Seth. I'm just gonna do it. All right, you know what? You got your proper amounts of sponsor tags. I'm not gonna do this. I can't indulge. I can't chill like this anymore.
Spaceboy playing this well on the ground, getting those nice confirms off of the awkward hits as well. He crush counted in the air.
Oh wow, air jab. Okay, good reaction by Spaceboy.
Stare down. He knows, like, Sakura's comparative to Mika's normals have a pretty nice range comparatively. And back throw, try to go for the back throw to get the stun, but not quite. And we could have Mika time. Here we go.
Yeah, this is looking...
and I like Spaceboy taking the blocks. You know, he's gonna eat some of these command grabs, but he's not gonna take the big risk of trying to jump out to eat a bigger combo. Yeah, now he activates, just having great fireballs, but
whoa! The fast walk speed all the way up. Just throw him. Who's the grappler now? Never saw it coming.
Like you said, the fast walk speed back and forth, really whip punish with a throw. And now, first time Seth really got started there, and Spaceboy made a correct read. You know, he got thirsty with that command grab, and now we're back to mid-screen.
Yeah, just a little bit thirsty with the command grab, but, you know, it's looking like... Okay, never mind. Breed him mid-screen. Stun's looking really high. It's been really difficult.
Eating up those techs right now. Whoa, that whiff.
That's dead. Yep.
Yeah, but not quite there. Hey,
that's what it is. Okay.
And Spaceboy going on winners.
Yep. Moving on. That was actually, I think, winners quarterfinal, but you know what? Don't worry about it anybody.
Yep.
Nice. We got those matches. Keep them going for you. And the next one is actually going to be my match versus Adam. So...
yes.
This will go some kind of way. Adam, legend on the actually, hold on, let me just go to his lobby. No, you know what? You come to my lobby, okay? He already built the battle launch. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But RSF legend.
Yes.
One of the kings of the RTS or the Wisconsin area.
And you know, I like what I've seen from Adam these past couple of months. You know, there was some beef, and then we get to there, and he's like, you know what? Oh, we all, you know, are trying to learn here. You know, he had that really that exhibition set with Anala, the calling match, and yeah, I think I've seen it, and I've seen his mindset been improving and improving time and time again. So I really like to see that, but unfortunately, might see him get zoned out by the poison. We'll see how it goes.
We might. You know, Urian is pretty tough. We might see it if we see the match at all. You know what I'm saying? But if I am able to put up a fight, look, let me theory craft something right here. Adam, turn the stream off. It's gonna be really difficult from the way that Adam is able to rush me down. Not just out of like with Urian's tools, but the way that he's able to like close the gap super fast, making Crouch Fierce very dangerous button for me to utilize improperly. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough. Once he has meter, he has EX tackle. That's a little bit riskier to throw out things.
Right.
You know, once he has V trigger, you're kind of stuck in there. So I mean, if we ever get the match, like you said.
Yeah, if we get the match. He said he's stuck on the white screen. And there we go. The game was just syncing. Thank you, Capcom, for allowing us to play the game. Okay. I'm playing in windowed mode. This is going to be difficult. But all right. Let's go. Play guy. No, not play guy. What the hell? Adam. There we go.
Adam
Are you using mods? This frame rate? No, I'm not using mods. I am running this game at an unreasonable... hold on. Is this bad? How does this feel? How's this feel? Are you using mods or something? No. How does it feel? Worry not. This is a button check.
Straighten out this, you know, when we're online, you know, these are the type of things we have to go through. We have to just truck along through to figure out. Right?
I think he's just going in. I think we're going in. All right. This is fine. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the Urine Classic trying to dash up, crouch and medium punch. It does 0, but still, sometimes the space that leaves you out can be tough to challenge.
What? Did you see what I mean?
like the down forward roundhouse there. He spaced that really well. Right outside where it'll be really useful, but not in range where he'll get really crouching heavy punches. Try to confirm off that stand medium punch counter hit, and he's pushing to the corner. Alright. We got the knockdown. It'll take some plus frames, but yeah, like we saw Play Guy doing, you really want to just take that block there. You don't want to get counter hit by poison normals. Get up for damage, and there's that V trigger.
It hurts. It hurts.
It does.
Good. It hurts.
And that's layer 1 in playing any Urien player, regardless of the level. It's like when they have a bar, when they have V trigger, that EX tackle into V trigger is coming.
Oh!
Big jump in.
This is fine. Okay, I don't want to take that.
Fully charged Fierce, gonna take some plus frames, and now, yeah, we have a little bit more room to work with, but that crouching medium punch is still putting in work from Adam. Yeah, spacing that down forward heavy kick really well, and there's that EX tackle. Doing it after a block crouching heavy punch is a good sign. Trying to catch any buttons that Seth might be doing, but we're so fortunate for Seth has the corner. Trying to space out with that stand medium kick. Still getting tagged by these long range universal Urien. Right inside the range where maybe Fierce, maybe Crouch Fierce isn't as strong.
Ooh! Just gets in. Like, I mean, the way that he's able to like control space, even with this headbutt, he did it twice. He did it twice in one round where he's just like, eh. It's like when you throw out a button to like kind of provoke. Urien can throw out an entire ass headbutt and provoke.
Especially if you're doing those crouching buttons, like. Yeah, Adam is one to definitely, you know, just kind of check you, see if you're sleeping, throw out the light headbutt in neutral a little bit here or there. Oh, great anti-air though. Instead of going for something a little bit simple, like maybe a 4-beat punch, he's taking a really big damage with the Couch Fierce anti-airs right now.
Oh, he
big
was
jump in
ready
again.
with that
He's reading these Fierces from Seth really, really well. Whoo! Okay, we're gonna take some plus frames. And the back though, this is huge for Seth. Gonna get some cancels in there, get a little bit chip in there. But yeah, Adam just slowly walked out of that corner. Seth still has a lot of the screen to work with as well.
Yeah.
Trying to inch a little bit forward. That knee drop, well spaced knee drop, and he decides to go for it on block. Great reversal and the crush counter.
It went away just in time. I'm still dead.
That was the second mirror, so not quite dead. But Adam has a positional advantage. If Seth can somehow activate V-Trigger, he's not going to get the chance he could have had. And Adam is on match point.
That was the worst possible area to take a throw. He just charged in my face! Adam, you must die now. Punish?
Yeah. Forward heavy kick. Punishable and doesn't hit, doesn't block the overhead, and now we're in a world of hurt. But I like Seth not taking too big a risk to get out of the corner, but he might need it soon now. Wall space knee drop, and yeah, it's gonna counter hit.
You know what? Yeah, the moments where I was trying to press buttons, I was more or less just like, you know, give him respect. GG's, dog. I was giving him that respect. I know the lockdown capability. Those buttons are huge. Even though my buttons are huge, like he's able to do more off of his. And it's like, like minor dangers to use. His less so. So
good stuff to Adam. Moving on. Well spaced down forward heavy kicks. Well spaced knee drops. Really took that match.
Yes, it was a solid match. But you know what? Let me get eliminated real quick. I think I have to do this losers match. Look, everybody, I'm sorry.
When you're running the gambit of playing, streaming, and commentating, this is what you get. You have to run through the gauntlet sometimes into losers to keep the tournament and stream running.
That's how it goes, yeah. Hold on, what is it?
We will have Seth versus Vida Honrada, aka Stu. And now, last time I entered an LKO, Stu had a really, really good run. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember him making some upset happen, and I had to face him in winners finals. You know, he upset
you know what,
the formerly known Random High Fives, now Ramsey, who is also in this bracket. Yeah, he upset who we saw earlier, Seth Series. So yeah, he's one of those people that if you get getting caught sleeping,
you know what,
he could catch you.
Give me the tips. All right, what's the advice on this match? Wait, I don't think we necessarily need to do it. I think we can run, because this is top 8 territory, so we can actually run the winner side matches now.
All right,
which good. Is up first. Well, if the Seth Series and Space Boy, that ended up with the Space Boy win, so we're gonna have Space Boy and Ramsey up on stream.
Yes, Space Boy, Ramsey, and Ramsey has a couple of his characters in the pocket, but I know recently has been a lot of Honda. Still has that solid Sagat from quite some time, and yeah, like I know he's been trying to grind out the NLBC, and Space Boy does too, and so these two have been no stranger to the online tournament battlefield.
Right. We'll just join Space Boy. Thank you for being on top of that, dude. And then we're gonna have. Is it still random high fives?
I actually don't know.
Let's try it. Yeah, probably. Are we on stream, Stuart? Calling you out in the chat. Yes, we're going to be on stream later. RH high fives. Okay, cool. RH fives. RH what? RH fives. I haven't seen Marcus play in a while. Ramsey play in a while.
Yes.
I think it's
been a minute.
Like when we last had Street Fighter V. It's just been a minute since we've had like most
it has.
competitive Street Fighter V on our stuff. So
yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Ramsey on stream since the branding change from Random High Fives to Ramsey. So we'll see if that name change, the branding change, can do anything to help him as he goes up against Space Boy, like we mentioned. One of the more prominent Sakura players in NA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should. If he's going to stick with the Gil, I mean, like he's got the Gil set as his favorite. I don't know if he's gonna be playing Gil, but there are a lot of characters in his roster.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about Gil. And
that's
what he is, a lot of the buffs he needs. But hey, Ramsey is really not the type of person. He consistently gravitates every time he's like wanting to learn how to play a different fighting game. He consistently gravitates towards characters who aren't that great, and we all got mixed. It wasn't the Sagat, it wasn't the Honda, it was not the Gil. It was back to old faithful.
You know what?
Geef.
You know what? Mad respect, right? Oh, he's Midwest movement, right? Yeah. Okay, mad respect. I'm glad to see the Geef come out. You know, it's always sick to see Ramsey be playing his Geef. Just because one of the more consistent Geef players, one of the more consistent Geef mains, successful Geef players. And I'm positive that with Sakura kind of like coming up a lot after Nauman's spectacular performance over in Evo Japan.
We've been seeing almost a year ago when I think about it.
So we've been definitely just seeing a lot more Sakura in general. I wonder if Ramsey has the data, and looks like he does, because this life lead is looking massive right now.
Yeah, this matchup could be tough for Sakura. The fireballs aren't really as useful as you would think. Geef can kind of bulldog his way into a great range where Sakura kind of struggles against him.
Right.
And once you're getting those mixes going, it can be hard. But Space Boy with the meaties and whatnot, Okay, we're gonna wake up with it. Wake up with the CA. Ramsey not afraid to have those hard reads on deck, and half your life is gone because of it. You need to have that as a gift. Just not be too risk averse.
Okay. Don't worry. Oh, what a
Yeah,
check.
I like the jab check. He's recognizing some of these setups from Sakura that just aren't real. If you can just jab check them, not take the plus frames. But right now, with that V-trigger one, have to take some plus frames is in the corner.
Nice, you locked him down. That was really rough. It's kind of a difficult situation to escape. And Sakura, you know, has resources on deck. You're sitting at low health. She can walk in and out of ranges, anything that you want to pick with, and especially as you as a grappler, it's like, you know, your best bet is to walk out. You can't really do that. You can't chase her down very effectively.
And I like the bulldogging that Ramsey is doing, but you see Space Boy having to navigate in between something as simple as a crouch jab because it's so strong. That stand light kick buffer, though, from Sakura is one of the best tools. Great backdash on the running bear grab. Great recognition.
Oh, nice anti-air.
Oh, went for the big read. Not quite stunned yet. Didn't spin the bar. Okay.
You know what?
And it looked like Space Boy won that first game.
We know how that won. We know how that went. All right, just go right in.
Alright, that stand light kick buffer again, putting in that work. Whip punish, that's going to be super important. You have to whip punish some of those fast normals from Geef, like the stand medium kick, or the slower ones, like Fierce. Harassing really well with that stand light kick. And Ramsey trying to make those reads coming to fruition. Great stand light kick buffer. Moving in slow. Sakura stand roundhouse, yeah, gonna be one of the money makers for Sakura, but as you can see, can get flexed, and it's a little bit dangerous to do so. Oh, great read on that jump. He's gonna put him in the blender. Gonna spend the EX here? Yes, sir. Alright, what's the mix? He went for SPD again. Space Boy has been on point ever since the last set. I'm guessing on these command grabs. Great jab check on that fireball. Oh, fell into the fireball, and that's the little timing difference from either charging it or just letting it rip. And Space Boy zoning out well on match point. Great jumping though. Okay, big back throw. Big crush counter roundhouse, and yeah, we're gonna spend all that bar. Not gonna quite be dead, but we do have a strong mix available next. What's it gonna be? Oh, he tried to go for the whiff crouch medium kick. SPD, no dice, says Space Boy. Big jump in again, but had time to recover and EXDP out. Now Space Boy has a huge positional advantage, even if he didn't have the life advantage, but too close in range. And that's one of the hardest parts, is that once Geef has V-trigger, you really can't throw the fireball as you would like. And Ramsey putting one around on the board.
So everybody who is in the stream, give me one moment, and thank you for your patience. The bracket, there was one discrepancy with this. It's okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I kept track of who won. So, yeah, this is winner semis. Again, yeah, between Space Boy and Ramsey, but it looks in the bracket. It is wrong. It says that it's Ramsey set series in the bracket, but we're keeping track of everything. We're gonna make sure we get the proper matches to you guys, and it looks like now it's 1-1 to Ramsey. I look away for not 1 second. I was looking away for a while, just trying to understand what happened. But I'm glad that Randomize Files was able to pull it up, tie this game.
And that's just Geef. Like sometimes, you know, your brain gets all scrambled and you get cross countered, and then you get SVD'd. He was really persistent with the SVDs. You know, Space Boy's first read every time was his command grab, his command, backdash, jump. And so the past couple times, Ramsey was still willing to go for the command grab, and that's the type of mind game Geef players have. They're not going to be deterred We talked about Ramsey before. We also talked about Coldpipe, who was a typical LKO participant who was just
Yep.
strong-willed. They're like, I'm going to SBD you, even if you think I'm not going to. I'm still going to. I don't care how many times I get punished. It does not matter.
I want to say that Spaceboy is going for the swap.
Yeah, we will see. Like I said, it can be tough. A lot of the ranges that Sakura excels in, Give excels in as well, and so it was tough to navigate. And there it is. We're going to the Seth.
Telling you, man.
First the one against Seth, the meta-changing character ever since Seth was released. You see a lot of it on SFL because Seth is a character that can throw a lot of you at one time. The reason why Seth is so good is that you have to keep track of axe kick. You have to keep track of pretty great normals, low forward that can be canceled really well. And then when you're throwing, when you have your mental stack on a bunch of other things, it can be tough to anti-air consistently like there.
Yeah, there's a lot of tools that Seth has to really like keep the aggression going. There's so many different offensive tools that Seth has, and having to monitor all of them is like,
well, you can't. You actually can't, and that's where the mind games come.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, hang on. It looks like, but Seth, still extremely low health pool against Geef, so decisions need to be not only like very, very committal, but very successful, because you can get blown up for almost your entire life bar. A couple wrong guesses, and you are dead.
Opting for that V trigger one, just huge damage potential.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
And that's interesting too. To beat out some flexes, you can cancel your specials into that follow-up. Right? Yeah, he was scared of the plus frames at first. That's why he let it rock at first, but still just pressuring, and then
that one isn't plus. Oh wait, no, you're right. The
follow-up is plus, and so that's
plus.
what he was fishing for that whole time. Spend the meter, spending all those times to try and get there. Oh, and there it is. There it is. The changing of the jump arc timing. It's so hard to pin down what the Seth wants to do at what timing. Oh, what a big EX SPD.
Yeah. Okay, yep, right back down. You're not going anywhere. Body splash to lock him down. Oh, this is more or less in Random High Five's favor just overall. Just because, like, even though Spaceboy did get that round, the amount of like awareness that you have to have with putting your buttons out there is very dangerous. Like trying to just do strings, Geef can just like grab a button if he's trying to space those things improperly, and then you're definitely gonna get punished.
And especially because Seth is typically Seth has a lot of tools to kind of have a strong zoning game, but really it's an offensive character, and an offensive character against Geef can put you at risk, just like a risk like that. Oh, it did not work out. Didn't know the situation off of getting that EXDP. Tried to go for that follow-up, but gets punished for it. And we got a match point from both sides.
Yep, true. All right, now it's set point. Caught the V skill.
Yeah, it's one of the only times Spaceboy has really shown that V skill, but it's such a great tool mid-screen, and he SPD'd him?
Using his own tools, man, I'm telling you.
As the Seth player, actually, like, you usually want to take up that store immediately, and the store for this is SPD because V skill is so strong. But speaking of strong, CA on deck, we're gonna get a mix here. Patient from both sides.
Oh, caught. Okay.
See? Yeah, in mid-screen, it's just hard. No, actually, that's so strong because you get a mix-up right after with a command grab at Seth.
Absolutely, yeah. It's mad dangerous. And then, like, any button that Geef would want to throw out at that range can just get vacuumed. Oh, he went for the V. He went
for it.
Oh, what a son of a...
Canceling the target combo into the V trigger. There it is. They both whiff.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Patience. He got punished for it last time. That's a heavy SPD. Better mix-up.
Oh!
Meaty.
Jumps out. This is okay. This is okay. If Marcus is playing like a nut, no, just did not want to take any sort of mind situation, and he actually gets caught with the axe kick. It's a conversion. Good game, good game. Spaceboy taking the set 2-1 over Ramsey, moving on to winners finals. Dude.
Ramsey bet it all there on the last mix-up, just not did not go his way. Space Boy is going to move on to winners finals.
Yup. We might see them again. Ramsey, no slouch. Definitely has a chance to fight his way through winners. And Space Boy is going to be going up against either Adam or Lizard Man.
Yes.
Who is our next match. These two fight all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So we'll see who is going to, come out on top this time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You typically see with like training partners who play each other so often, you typically see some kind of wonky things that you don't see on like players who are playing for the first time. There's already layers of Yomi or mind games from the thousands of sets they probably played already that show up in a tournament side.
Right.
Because they know their tendencies already. They have the read on the timing, so we're just going gung-ho on like the second layer, the third layer of what they're thinking.
Lizardman, if you're watching, are you on 301 or 302? Which account are you on? Street Fighter 5 players and their Smurfs and their alt accounts. But yeah, we're gonna get him in here. Definitely, like you said, they're just gonna have the data on each other at all times. I don't know if either of them are gonna be busting out new stuff. It's gonna be your run-of-the-mill Urian versus Rashid, like no doubt. If
I don't,
I have to eat my own words.
Player play any other character.
Yeah, come on. These are specialists, right? These are professionals. They play to win. Okay.
First time we're seeing Lizard Man up to bat this week. He's someone this year, with the stay at home, entered a lot of online tournaments.
Oh, absolutely.
Top 8'd at an NLPC one time. Has a handful of top 8s at East Coast Reddit, and so he's someone who, with the order to stay at home, having us to play online, he's someone who did not stop with that order and has really grinded out since then.
Let me see what Lizard Man says. Trying to see which account he's on so I can get him in here.
Yeah, as we get that settled, once again we have that Matcherino. You see that $122.19. Shout out to ZJ Mac for throwing in that 100 with the return of Street Fighter 5 to LKL, but you can still contribute to it if you so choose. Get that up there even more.
Yep, you got the code right there, LKO54SF5 for the free 50 cents. You don't let him intimidate you, okay? You don't have to feel pressured, drop another 100 or anything like that. Anything is helpful. Anything is appreciated, even if nothing, right? Even if you just use the free code. We're super thankful to be here.
There's been a couple of these past like 3 or 4 months. A couple of these Street Fighter 5 brackets, people throwing a lot of money. There was one bracket you threw in a ton of money. So yeah, people still love this game, and as controversial as it was throughout the years, and it's seemingly on its way out with the last couple of updates and characters coming through. I mean, people are still cracking out on it, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, in all honesty, it's really interesting how COVID has lengthened the lifespan of Street Fighter 5. We weren't really, it wasn't planned to get this additional season. But then they were just like, all right, you know what, 5 more characters because things are on hold. So yeah, despite the years having its ups and downs, gradual ups, admittedly, absolutely just gradual ups. We're now at a point where the roster is massive. Yeah. The competitive season isn't really dying down at any point because CPT is still just as successful. SFL is blowing up, and that makes me extremely happy because SFL production wise and talent wise is on par with entertainment. On par of entertainment with them.
It's definitely a discussion because we need both. We need and it was a big discussion maybe a couple weeks back, but we need both. We need those exhibition hype as all top players type thing. We also need the open tournaments where an unknown can make their name. We need every facet of it. So if both things for Street Fighter 5 are going well, it's a good sign. But first thing that's going well for Lizard Man is trying to get that jump in. We're going to the corner. backing up, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Urian doesn't really have any meters, so he gave away the corner kind of for free, but he's spacing it out really well despite that. Big jump in again from Lizardman.
Huh?
It whiffed?
What? It whiffed?
Yeah, I told you,
walked
we are
back?
going to see some wonky stuff already. Expecting one thing and getting a different one.
Okay, all right. This looks more our speed. You know what? Adam was just like, I'm not letting that happen again. I'm not letting you live that one down. You might have escaped
My only
that
guess
one
is
situation.
that, like, before, you know, they play a lot of sets when Lizardman would try to V-reverse out a corner, Adam would chase, and so I guess he thought he was gonna do that, but he didn't. And yeah, see, we're getting on like the third layer of mind game. We got throws in the corner, gonna mediate out. Lizardman sitting pretty with his life so far, spacing Crouch Fierce really well.
Ooh.
Oh, the
I think he tried to go
EXD
for...
whiffing is always a task to try and challenge.
There it is. All right, bust out of that corner. Back to the mid screen. Does not want to try to get locked down by Urian. V-Trigger is on deck. Okay, there it is. Oh, it wasn't far enough.
Said. Oh, yeah, it was a little bit too close to let that mirror rock. Now, Urian only has that second mirror. It's a little bit harder to get a confirm off, but he does anyway. Now we're gonna get a mix.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
Oh, he
Sar is
didn't
ready
block
over on...
the overhead?
Oh my god! He just held it. He didn't hold it. He took it to the face. All right.
He just took it.
Adam taking game 1 over Lizardman. Lizardman was slippery. All right. I think we need to see a little bit more. Oh, he's using V-Skill 1. I was gonna say Lizardman is a big fan of utilizing V-Skill 2.
Yeah, he does. He likes putting that mental stack on people, but you know, I'm sure these two have played a lot, and Lizardman has tried out that V-Skill 2. One of the great things is that it's not as used, so you catch people off guard, but I don't think Adam would be caught off guard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Adam is going to remain composed, knowing how Lizardman's going to play. I say that as he gets stunned, this damage is going to look...
I mean, look, this
mediocre.
is the story so far. It's like Lizardman gets the corner, he has a great series, then somehow just the lead slips away every time.
He took the trade with the safe jump. Not even, well, it wasn't a safe jump, obviously. He just traded it with headbutt, which is a really smart answer to any sort of Rashid pressure. Still lost the round, but you know, that's just one of the tools that he's able to bust out. We're probably not going to see that kind of jump again from Lizardman, but still has him in the corner. Punish.
And great knowledge on the punish to that Eagle Spike headbutt. Really nice heads up punish. But now we're going to tick to the corner again, a little bit closer. Oh, the fingertips, the classic crush counter. And yeah, the crouching fierce is putting in work. Try to back throw for the stun, not quite. Trying to change up his jump timing, and this is where it starts.
This is going to get mad dangerous. Still has one more meter on deck. Escapes out. Very, very smart. Not trying to hold anything. Rolls underneath. The enhanced fireball. The ignorant thunder. Oh my god.
What? Oh my god!
Who's the ignorant one? Okay. He just EXDP's out of block stun. Lizardman. Again. Is this 3? Hold on, Lizardman.
You know, I was gonna mention game 1. He threw away some of those rounds with the EX spinning mixer, but you know, Lizardman is not one to be deterred. Just like we were talking about with Ramsey, you know, he gets punished once, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And both of these players, it's kind of really fun to watch them because they're letting it. They are willing to let it rip at any time, no matter the risk.
Right. And as we were mentioning earlier between the match with Spaceboy and Seth, where it's like, you know, you want to spend those meters, use those DPs as early as you can. Maybe not necessarily need to, but the way that you're establishing it, oh my god, it's going to get dangerous here. But the way that you establish them, you know, sets how you're going to use them. And if Lizardman breaks it up by just EXDPing out of block stun, you know what? I would have lost my goddamn mind if he did it right there too. All right, back throw to take the round.
Great defense from Lizardman. And you know, when Urian has V-Trigger stock, if you are able to block the V-Trigger cancel, that's a win.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you still have to hold a mix afterwards, but if it's way worse if you get hit into a mirror, because the next mix-up is probably going to stun or kill.
Right.
So that's always a huge dub.
Like you know, you're still getting mixed, but you're not taking that damage, right? So,
yeah.
Oh my, what a wake up! Punish.
And the second time he's baited out that EX headbutt, Lizardman's offense is putting in work. He's gonna back off, get that V trigger going. That's 0.
Oh.
More plus frames. Oh, he missed the anti-air crouch burst a little bit too late. More pressure.
Wow, that was a quick 2 rounds by Lizard Man.
He really smelled like, okay, Adam is getting really, really desperate. I'm gonna block these next 2 EX headbutts. He had to read perfectly. That's really what the difference was. Game 1, similar starts. He had the corner. He was mixing Adam R, but just didn't get the hits he needed and faltered on getting hit by the EX headbutt or low forward into mirror. And then losing the game off that. That time, had the offense going those next 2 games and then defended well against the mirrors.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, it's like that when you're fighting Yuri and like, I mean, with both characters too, like you're in mix-up situations so frequently, constantly. The way that Adam was able to kind of, at least earlier in the rounds, was able to lock out Rashid, and Lizardman was kind of taking really, really big risks, and Adam was finding certain punishes. But there were also moments where Adam would just like catch him pressing some really weird, like Lizardman would just stay crouched and then take the back hard kick, the overhead, just take the whole thing, you know?
Right.
That happened twice. So
yeah,
it's probably
that
more or
first
less
game,
Lizardman just like giving him a lot of respect, you know, understanding like, oh yeah, this mix up, and then not guessing correctly on his own wake up. But you know, it happens like that sometimes, and then the following matches come, and the tables turn. You know how quickly the turns table. So, but it happens. It happens. Also, Adam's also saying that his crouch medium kick was a little messed up, but that happens too. You know, he's still got a chance. You know, he's only in the losers bracket. We might see him appear later. And we're going to see me versus Vita Honorata.
Vita Honorata. So as I was mentioning before, when we thought we were going to get a match, but not quite, we're running into top 8s now, is that, Vita Honorata, if you're going to sleep on him, you could get, you know, a lot of it, you can't sleep on that V-Trigger 2 gun. And one of the bigger things is that Vita Honorata has, in the time I've seen him improve in play, he's gotten a lot better with the anti-airs and the confirms, and really the offense as well. And so we shall see how that plays into effect here against Poison, who I know Stu, aka Vita Honorata, can struggle a little bit against the zoners. Running face first into some of these, but we shall see how it goes.
It's more or less the way that Cody's very linear ways of approaching. Yeah, right.
That is also his character does also help him in that department. Yeah,
it's gonna be something that Stewart's gonna have to adjust to quickly, and it's rough. You know, it's a consistently rough situation to be in when your character is super reliant on approaching on the ground. You know, and you're against a character that has like exceptionally good anti-airs. Whether that player can use that exceptionally good anti-air is a whole other story. But you know, Stewart definitely has his work cut out for him in the way that he's able to use his tools. But we'll see how it goes in just a second. I gotta bust out some. I gotta change one thing on stream. Damn, Callisto, how do you do this, man?
It is tough, but you know, we appreciate, you know, like we're in a situation where, you know, we have to stream online tournaments, and you know, people would like to play them too, and you know, it's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, it's all showing love for the game, you know, for the game that you enjoy. Like everybody coming in here to, you know, compete, to donate to the match arena, like it, regardless of how the stream is or isn't blowing up right now. You can have your opinions, and I'm sorry, but we're all here because of our passion for the game, you know, and because of how we want to support the scene, support the local, support the you know, the online tournaments, make the best of the situations that we've got, and we couldn't be more thankful. To you guys.
Yeah, we're still alive. We're still playing fighting games. At the end of the day, is it the most ideal conditions? Nah. But, you know, we'll work with what we got right now.
Yeah.
And as Steph fixes some touches and touches up some of the things on stream. Once again, that Matcherino rolls up again to $143. Thank you, everybody, for
Heck yeah. Whoa, thank you,
to that
everybody.
Matcherino.
Damn, that's nice. Also, I'm finding OBS. What happened with OBS? It like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna do this. OBS like changed the transform settings. Now you can't just like center things anymore. You have to.
Yeah.
What? That's stupid. That was such a nice tool.
I know. I have to figure out the solution to that.
Oh, okay. Whatever, man. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
But yeah.
Okay. But anyway, upcoming match, me against Stuart. A match that, like, these sets really do go back and forth between he and I. Like, sometimes Stuart's blowing me out. Sometimes I'm holding my own. When the stars align and somebody wishes upon a star, I'm able to consistently come out. But there is a lot of bias in the chat for Stuart. He's repping society in the costume right now. But you know what?
Society. That's right. But yeah, one of the things that he does have to watch out for is the long range normals. Of course, his Poison has a whip. It's pretty obvious. But Cody, especially without meter, is really not gonna. He has to do what Play Guy was doing earlier in the stream. He really just has to inch forward and block, or give up space like he does here. That's really space that ruffian kick, medium kick, ruffian kick spaced well out. Yeah, trying to find that way. Yeah, it's hard to use the Zonk Knuckles because it's just gonna immediately go into the whip, but found a nice crouch fierce buffer, and now we have the corner. Doesn't want to take that +3 frames from the EX Zonk is Seth.
Yeah.
Oh, the
one
big
thing that
crouch counter
Stuart
sweep, and this
is really good
where
at doing is like putting those buttons out there for me to meet. To catch the crushes, you know? Oh god, locking me out.
Yeah, +3 frames, doesn't want to deal with it is Seth. Ooh, whiffing that Zonk Knuckle. Big jumping. A lot of jumpins whiffing today for whatever reason. And yeah, now where you seeing the Poison's big crouch fierce come into effect. +3 frames. Backdashes into safety, does Seth. Oh,
really
what a great
nice
range
space.
from
What a well-spaced jump in. Right outside the anti-air range. I thought that it was going to be able to catch the jump in fierce. Or I'm sorry, the jump in roundhouse, but
yeah,
you know.
Jumping roundhouse is really good, has a nice range, and so really makes it for a more shallow jump to be a little bit risky for Poison to anti-air it as Seth gets pushed into the corner.
Punish? There it is.
Great punish. People have been punishing that Corsical back kick from Poison. We're gonna eat a lot of damage though, cooking in the Molotov. And yeah, just backing up is beating around. Doesn't want to take the mix up.
I might be dead.
Can he get an anti-air off this? Oh, he tried. Nice try from beating around. And the sway.
That was tight. That was tight. Yeah. Definitely good defense from Stuart there. He took a lot of hits, but when he was in, it was like he compensated taking certain hits by like dishing just as much damage out there.
Yes.
Really back and forth in terms of damage output, but Stuart able to get proper reads, position things a lot better, and you know, I gotta adapt.
Yeah. But
at least I can able to
take
vocalize.
a lot of space right now. I like that. Like we were talking about earlier, once Poison gets to the corner, it can be tough for her. So taking more space than just giving it up all the time is really important for Poison at times. But he's gonna pop V-trigger right away is Vita Hanrada. And now we have the corner. Oh, he gives up the corner, and this is actually huge for Seth. Safe jump. Cancels. And then just backing up. Yeah, he was holding that Zonk for mad long. Vita Hanrada getting a little bit desperate, running into a lot of normals, and yeah, tried to tech the grab there. No dice says Seth, and Seth is on the board.
Where's my brain? Yep.
Okay.
Stuart's really good at putting those buttons out there, and I just have to respect, right?
Yeah, he's really finding that range where sweep is really nicely spaced. Right at the tip. Oh, and that medium kick ruffian. We saw that at the round start at the first game, but put it out there and the sway again. It's really something if you haven't been ready for, it can catch you off guard, and we have this is where it gets bad against Cody. is when you get command grab, the mix afterward is super strong. Still has a little bit of V-trigger left, and Vita Harada is about to run out. Still has that pipe afterwards still.
Even when V-trigger is out in that situation.
+3.
No walking back. You are in that corner and you are stuck.
Yeah.
I was trying to like walk out of any potential grab. Jump back with the...
And that's really the default defense against Cody's EX off knuckle, is that you walk back because nothing's really that scary from a low, but if you don't have the life to take that low forward, that's where it becomes a problem. But it's a problem for Seth right now as he's getting thrown. Yeah, not really a great mix-up after Cody's forward throw. Seth challenging afterwards, big jumping from him. Okay, we're gonna pop it now. Nice and easy forward throw. Yeah, and challenging well. Steph's noticing that Stewart's trying to retake his turn after the throw. No dice and a great confirm. We got a 1-1 situation.
All right. Yeah, that round, I definitely did have to play a lot more reserved. I had to understand that Stewart did want to put buttons out there and just look to respect those. That's one thing that he's come to adjust to me. Stewart and I play like a decent amount. I think I want to say like Stewart, I play just like in terms of when I'm scrimming, like when I'm practicing, I played Stewart a lot. And the one thing that we've come to adjust to together is to understand when we're wanting to take our turns back, like in an unorthodox methods, right? It's more or less like I'll press a button. I know that he exactly like that, right? Where I'll put something out. I'm like, okay, he's out of range. He can't really do anything. So let me try to put something out there. But then he'll punish my button.
Right,
oh my God,
and that's kind of the mind game in that mid-range is that Cody has to do a lot of preemptive pokes, right? And Poison is controlling that pace, but if you get hit by it, you could be put in precarious situations like you are now. And now it's like really risky to throw out any of those buttons, but it could turn into something big. But you have V-trigger available. Here it is. You get a nice confirm. Cooking so much damage. Oh, he went for bad spray into Sway. That might cost him. Not going to be death yet. But he's in a bad situation,
What? Look, combo drop, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it was, okay? And now I'm playing from deficit, no resources. But you know what? Who needs them?
Misconfirm. Yeah, misconfirm from Stewart. Yeah, that's always tough, is spending all your resources and then just missing that final mix-up or combo. But still playing reserved. Not quite. And Stewart has the corner. He hasn't really had the corner in this first game where he got the win, but yeah, we're gonna cook a lot in this Molotov again, and Vita Harada just smartly just jumps out of the pressure, doesn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, and that little sway is gonna give you some V-trigger meter into the mix-up.
Tried to back that.
There's the grab again.
No, not punishable.
Yeah, it's not punishable. It's only not punishable by a jab, but okay. It ate the rock and crush counter. It's huge for Seth. We're gonna cook in that Molotov again. Mix up time. Oh, the tech. Brave tech and brave.
Tried to walk
there's
back.
that low forward again.
Well played to Stu. You know what's crazy? I probably could have killed with the 2-meter V-trigger combo.
Yeah, you could have
probably. I didn't think it was, so I was just like, let me try going for the reset situation, and then we'll see how it goes. But Stewart definitely caught me walking back after the zonk. Good shit, Stewart.
Yep, and that's where it becomes dangerous. That mix-up is not as scary when you have the life to tank the low forward. You can walk back and be safe from the throw.
Yep.
But in that situation, it's a guess or die. And that's where EX Sonic becomes a little bit more bearable, or a little less bearable.
Right.
But good job to Seth doing his first time on doing the triple threat, commentating, streaming, and playing at the same time.
Yeah, it's a challenge, you know. Shout outs to everybody who can do it. Shout outs to, you know, Callisto, Art, you know, people that, you know, are just multi-talented individuals, right? So, but we're gonna focus on the main talented, which is the gamer portion of this. So we're gonna have the big gamer part. So we're gonna have Set Series going up against Endgamer 3K.
Been a while since I've seen Endgamer. Yeah, from the Iowa region. Yeah, typically in the past played Karen, but I know he's a Sakura main at heart, and I have not seen him play Street Fighter 5 in a while. I wonder if he went to it. We will see. And Seth, like you said, has been coming back. You know, as I was mentioning earlier, he's been playing Grand Blue for the majority of the year. Had some great placings there and put in a lot of work. He's been really tuning up his mindset throughout the year.
Yeah.
And, you know, asking a lot of questions and really just trying to figure out, you know, how do I get good at fighting games, you know? And not to discredit him, you know, he's had success already, but it's always, you know, when you're playing fighting games, it's always a test of how do I get better? You know, there's no easy answer. So that's why this genre is super tough.
No, absolutely. And like you said, like there is no real easy answer, but he's definitely putting in the work. He's asking the right questions. He's applying those answers. And that's truly how you improve. It's not necessarily like the amount of time that you put in. It's a lot about how you digest that information and then apply that information in a live setting. So, and I mean, like you're going to have some instances where people are just like lab monsters that are able to translate that lab work out there. And then you have players that are just more like they never lab, but they just play. Those are players like Stuart, you know, Stuart never labs. He's just out there all the time. But to their credit, that's just, it's, you understand how you work, how your mind works, but what matters truly is like the work that you put in with the information that is given to you. So asking questions is definitely
he's been using what the lessons he learned in Grand Blue, and it has been transitioning back to Street Fighter 5 a little bit, so we'll see how it works out. But Endgamer, you know, has that Karen, strong normals as always, especially if you space it well, goes behind the crouch fierce anti-air, and that just missed the, went actually a little bit too fast with the combo. And yeah, one of Cody's better normals is that stand light kick. Really great harassment tool, and when you get the crush counter like this in the V trigger, it's time to cook. We were talking about earlier, he tried to go for the dash up command grab, no dice, and Gamer said no. Tick grab all the way into the corner. And it's hard because now that pipe is available, a lot of range on that, but yeah, just goes for the meaty after the +3 situation, EX Zonk. And throwing that rock, it's living on the pixel is Endgamer trying to find his way in with all those rocks.
Ooh.
Oh, he had the counter hit. I didn't think he'd hit either, so didn't confirm that, but tough call, living on a pixel. But one confirm can do it for Endgamer. Great anti-air.
Oh boy, yeah, this is getting scarier and scarier.
Didn't
Okay,
do it a second time.
Finds the jump in just a little bit. You know what? If Seth was continuing that kind of rock pressure, you know, a little bit more awareness from Endgamer, he could have secured that round a lot earlier on, even with that counter hit. But, you know, Endgamer can retain that composure. Still has full meter to work with, so can find the win if they need to. We're running losers to win.
Both using that roundhouses at exceptional ranges, one of the better anti-airs. Yeah, and Endgamer doesn't want to deal with maybe the crouch fierce trading and an EX for Senha out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Endgamer's really spacing out that roundhouse super well. But you get command grab by Cody V trigger too, and yeah, if you don't quick tech after the command grab, you get a terrible setup.
Yeah.
That you have to deal with.
Yeah, whether it be that side switch setup or you're just holding a potential command throw, like it does get scary, you know. So
yeah. Endgamer defended well.
Yep.
Round the piece in this first game.
Only spent like, you know, still able to build that meter too, you know.
And now Seth Series is finding those whiffs on those throws, but
there we go. No,
doesn't want to deal with any of that Cody pressure. He doesn't really have the meter to make it hurt, but here we go. Yeah, decides to keep his meter as well, but going for the critical art and building a little bit of the bar with that block. What a challenge as well. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's looking dangerous now.
Starts.
Again, decides not
Meaty
to
from Seth, and there's the dash up command grab. Doesn't get the perfect though. But still has the corner after that with punish. Yeah.
All right. You know, that was a increasingly scary situation. Cody with pipe, Cody in V trigger, like it's real scary. You know, when the way that he's approaching, especially when he's got that EX Zonk on deck, you are holding a lot, and if Endgamer was trying to hold on to that meter for like a stylish or effective finish in one combo and one confirm, like that would have done it. But I think that having some defensive tools or ways to like get Cody off of you, is paramount in a situation like that. But still has a match to work with here.
Yep.
So we can see.
Yeah, but Endgamer has played the neutral really well, spaced out the roundhouse, but just the missed anti here or there is giving up a lot of pressure.
What?
And okay, yeah, it's a minus frame, but set series try to check him with that skill.
All right, plus out the glizzy. There we go.
And there's the weight into command grab. Missing the home runs though. If you don't get that perfect home run after the command grab, the setup is just not as good. And Endgamer's challenging out of that corner. And roundhouse again, he's placing it really well.
Oh, found that confirmed. You could see that he tried it. It was a failed buffer, but hopefully he doesn't pay too hard for it.
Oh my god, with the EX DPs, no dice, says Endgamer doesn't get the confirm he needed. There it is again. 2 times the charm.
Yeah, second time the charm. I'm positive that Endgamer has had a couple of drops here and there, but still able to inch out on top. Hope there's nothing crazy going on their end. But
there we go. Counter hit confirm off the crouch medium punch. Now Endgamer is feeling it. Use that roundhouse again. Facing it really well, walking in and out of that range. Tip of it.
Huge sweep. Yeah,
and Endgamer's not afraid to challenge at the regular zonk, even though he did get reskilled off of it one time. Okay, plus 3 frames. Yeah, I tried to go for the dash command grab again. Endgamer finally reading it out. Spends 2 bars. That's huge damage for 2 bars. And home run. There we go. And doesn't decide to quick rise again. Blocked it out well. V reversal.
Whoa. Dash all the way up. No meter can't do that again.
Caught him off guard. Spend the 1 meter to catch him off guard, but have to hold this mix. But Endgamer's been challenging with crouch and medium punch a lot. Let's see if Set Series takes note of that and tries to tighten up some of these block strings.
Yeah, Endgamer is definitely getting a lot more brave in his defense. Like you said, with the checks, with dash up throws, with putting buttons out there, like the buffers aside, right? There's a lot more action going on Endgamer's side. We're seeing V skills, we're seeing like much more consistently landing and jump ins. Like we're in there, man.
And so yeah, Endgamer recently has been winning the battle of the mind game after the regular zone. And now with punishing the roundhouses as well. That's gonna be huge going into this round. Oh, but with punish right back. And I like where Endgamer is spacing that sweep out as well. It's a nice safe range. Cody can't do anything, but V-trigger is active. What a brave dash up throw. And a crush counter, roundhouse, big damage. Decides to spend 1 bar because 1 bar is gonna do it in this next mix-up, and it does.
Super good awareness by Endgamer. That's the second time that he was ready with that, or baiting that command throw. So Seth is likely going to take that into account when... Oh, that's not going to work again, but it doesn't pay the price too hard for it. Small punish. Seth definitely going to rethink how he's going to be able to establish offense.
Ooh, we could have came down with a button on the EX on, but no dice. And now Endgamer's confirms are getting a little bit more hot now.
Yep.
Spends 2 bars, lots of stun, lots of damage.
There it is.
Alright, but you gotta hold the mix. No V reversal available. Another mix incoming. Try to challenge again. Tighten up these block strings. Is Seth, and where are you going? Says Seth.
Not a single attempt on the command throw, just non-stop buttons. Holding forward and pressing buttons. That was it.
Yeah, that's what you earn when you landed successful command grabs. You saw how scared Endgamer was to stay on the ground.
Oh, this is gonna be massive.
Big jump in. Jump in. Those are that last game jump ins that you're like, yes, I need those. Ooh, okay. That string afterwards without V-trigger to cancel into is safe on most of those parts, so
yeah,
not serious. Got away with one right there, but gonna go into V-trigger now. Ooh, try for sweep. No, I think that was actually command grab since it's the kick button.
Okay.
Oh, didn't have the EX available to make that crush counter hurt. Dashing in again, 1 mix-up. Just gonna spend the V-trigger. Yeah, and just staying back, even with V-trigger active. And he goes with the surprise EX command dash into throw again. That caught him 1 too many times. Endgamer's gonna move on in losers.
Yep, to go up against Adam. Fighting up against Adam in losers quarterfinal.
Yes.
Good stuff to Seth. Had a super strong run throughout. Kind of difficult contenders between Space Boy and Endgamer, but you know what? There's a game that he's consistently performing at. Maybe you know what it was is because he didn't run the Nadeshko or the Mika, right?
The Mika.
That's why. Playing all this
Some
time,
people
he played out of his style.
Yeah, some people like to do that. Is like, you play your sub in winners, and then when you go down to the losers, you go with tried and true, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But up next, it looks like we are going to have.
There we go. Okay.
It would probably be Ramsey Vita Hara.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're gonna have next. Yeah. So, switching over to Ramsey. Vita Hunrada. I actually need to put Vita Hunrada's sponsor tag in here. I did.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that the last time Stuart had an incredible run in LKO, placing third, which with huge upsets. One of the huge upsets was against, well, formerly known Random High Fives, now Ramsey, was against him and the Cody Sagat matchup. It's probably one of the bigger upsets I've seen in LKO.
Right.
And now, we don't know where the wheel of fate will turn in terms of the character choice for Ramsey, but he's got to be thinking, last time I faced Stuart, it was a big upset and he gave it away. So we shall see how it goes. And if you're Vita Hanrada, you're living off that momentum from a couple months ago where you made that big upset. And saying to yourself, you can do it.
Yep. You definitely had time to study, so no excuses if you're you're not able to.
And I just saw the clan or the clan tag, the sponsor tag you put on. Great sponsor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I support that brand on a daily. Very popular on the schoolyards and with the Zoomers, with the TikTokers. Very very popular in Twitch. You see it all over the place. Ninja was a big fan. So you have the official Ninja endorsement. So you definitely know that it is a good brand to follow. So congratulations to Stuart for getting himself signed up for that. Good contract.
Of course.
But nowhere near as good a contract as Ramsey's got with the Midwest Movement. Legendary
contract. Nice.
Midwestern contract. Good one, bro. Dude, that sweater. You know what's crazy? I bought not the sweater, the long sleeve shirt. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk about the Midwest Movement merch. If you guys haven't checked it out, oh damn, I don't have the bot set up in this one. Oh well. But
it's okay.
It's Midwest Movement Apparel.com.
We also have the link MWM Apparel. If you
nice.
Check things out. But yeah, like before COVID hit, those funds were gonna go to sending out players, like some of the players such as Ramsey out, but
you've got to be kidding me.
We are inside, and that's why we have here. And Vita and Rada going with the pristine costume choice.
Bearing the light, okay? The strength of the Yamato. He's motivated. The main event.
And now he's the face of sumo wrestler. So, yeah, Random i5s, like I said, has been a lot of Honda these past couple of months, or maybe even more than that. But running into a lot of roundhouses he is right now. Honda is one of those characters that rose into prominence recently. Just a nice, simple character with good buttons that does great damage. It's really all there is to it.
Nice.
And I like most people are V-reversing that EX song from Cody. Doesn't want to take the mix-up.
The storm that is approaching. Yes, Super Saiyan Kid. Yes. Okay, actually gets the dash up throw. I think he grabbed the button that Random i5s threw out. Trying to keep that V-skill on deck for that threatening hands.
Oh, got a reset. Didn't quite get the link, but no matter. The reset, and you see Ramsey. One of the things he's just doing is throwing out a jab, is catching some of those dons, catching some of those longer range normals from Cody. It's been working out really well. Okay, into hands. At that V-skill stock so he could cancel into hands.
Oof. Gonna look massive damage. Okay, no. Jumps up, avoids all of that. Might get him into the corner here. Yeah, not quite.
Big damage. One mixed up. Ugh, the meaty. And you know, even if he blocked it, he was gonna have to face a mix up because that is plus frames.
That was rough. I jinxed it.
Ramsey with a quick first game.
Yep. Made very short work. Those hands, man. Those buttons. What are you gonna do? What can you do? Highest win rate in the game. This guy right here. Consistent performance for months in a row. Top tier.
Ooh.
One would argue.
Alright, there's that plus frames again, and Vita Rada is like really trying to figure out what to do. He's actually like a lot of the ranges he's playing at is just running into some of these big Honda Norals like that roundhouse.
Nope, V reversal that EX Zonk again. Stewart is not able to approach. Why isn't this working?
Okay, bad spray. That's a unique get-up attack from Cody. That's been a little bit working out a little bit, but yeah, the V reversal again. Ramsey has identified that a lot of offense that Cody in general and Vita Rada does is off that EX Zonk. Doesn't want to deal with it. No anti-air, but challenges that after. And now Ramsey's on match point.
Yep. How did we get here?
Big Zonk knuckle.
It was quick, but you know, we might see Stewart stage some sort of comeback. I believe him. Stewart, no stranger to.
Okay, great time on the EX Zonk. Ramsey tried to get that V skill stocked up, but now has the corner reversal of fortune. Okay, V reversal. I like that from Vita Rada. Doesn't want to deal with the Honda mixes. Alright, hands pressure from Ramsey though. Really putting on the V reversal again. And the butt slam, keeping the cage in. V reversal out. Vita Rada living on a prayer, but I do think he wants to try and get that V reversal stocked up somehow, maybe with some sways, remove some V skills, but I don't know how you're gonna do it. No, he's gonna play without it.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing more V reversals than anything in this set, just because they're trying to avoid it, and that's actually just gonna do it. Can't V reversal that one. Done.
And you can kind of see just Ramsey has just mitigated any risk with V reversal literally every time.
Yeah.
Vita Rada tried to EX Zonk. Such a great normal from Cody, but of course can be reversal with the hit V reversal, and Ramsey mitigated to move on to loser semi.
Yep. Actually, the one time that it did work over for Stewart to use the EX Zonk to approach was the one time that it caught Ramsey's V skill charge.
So yes, Stewart, you are correct.
If Stewart was a little bit more aware in trying to use it, like when Honda would want to take an action, it's difficult, right? It's difficult because you are spending that meter. You are essentially trading meters. It's not like you can just hard call out, oh yeah, he's going to charge V-skill right here, or even react to it. Like by then, it's definitely going to be difficult, especially because online.
Yeah, his timings on where he wanted to EX Zonk was kind of just showing like, okay, like I kind of just want to bypass neutral because he was running into a lot of the normals, and so he's doing it at a timing where Ramsey is just like, okay, I know you're just looking to EX Zonk, let me just V reversal, and then he just basically shut down all of Stewart's game, and that's why it felt so dominant there.
Yeah.
But on the other end, what we could see a dominating performance from that Urian V trigger Aegis Reflector. We got Adam R versus Endgamer.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely going to be a interesting and possibly difficult matchup for Endgamer, considering how Adam got down here by like barely by the hair of his skin over or underneath the Lizard Man. And Endgamer, hopefully they're able to play a little bit more consistently. Hopefully they're warmed up after the last set that we watched.
Yeah, you saw at the end of the last set that the confirms were getting there, and that's so important. And it's hard. I feel like Karen is a tiny bit nerfed online because she's so contingent on a low forward confirm, a crouching medium punch confirm. That's like the crux of her game. And sometimes the rollback just tells you, hey, they hit and then they didn't hit. And
yeah, rollback be hitting you with that sometimes. But you know what? It's still not out of the realm of possibility. You see Karens perform well all the time in online settings, so it's definitely possible. But how are you gonna mitigate the offense from Adam?
not scared to throw out the EX headbutt, the regular headbutt, and spaced out. We've already seen him space out some knee drops and down forward heavy kicks really well. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
With some goonery,
Yeah. If a Karen has the confirms on deck, it can tear through anybody. So.
Yeah, that's true. But I wonder if Karen's even gonna be. Look at that! Look at how huge. I was just about to mention how massive these buttons are. The Karen's just definitely gonna have to fight through. We're trying to put things out. Oh, what a jump! Very smart jump.
And great jump, and has the reversal of fortune with the corner now. And yeah, with Urian, you're gonna see Adam be very liberal with the meter. He's gonna use the EX to get out, but he missed it that time. You have to let that EX rock a little.
And it would be, Endgamer would probably be oh man, what a jump in. That's a massive amount of damage. Endgamer would probably be remiss to hold on to that V trigger, considering that you want to be escaping any and all Urian mix-up opportunities or offense as much as possible. Return to the neutral, because that's kind of where Karen has to play, is finding those confirms. Okay, yeah, spend that meter, whatever you gotta do. Oh,
he could have confirmed the V trigger, but doesn't unblock this time and just backs up. Wants to play this space. He does not want to get... Yeah, like I said, it's a dub. But didn't want to deal with the mix-up after. But it's a dub anytime you block into Aegis Reflector. Because the mix-up is not going to be as strong if you're just blocking into the Aegis Reflector. If Urian gets the hit with Aegis Reflector, he gets a nasty setup afterwards, which is usually stun or the game. So that's why it's super important to be blocking your feet when he has V-Trigger available. But Adam still took it with that nice read on that EX DP out from Endgamer, and Endgamer has been really solid with the jump so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to position as well as possible against Urian, just outside buttons. Let's input a little bit there. Just outside buttons, like you said, really well-spaced jumps. V-Trigger is available for Endgamer, so whether he wants to utilize that offense. Full meter as well. Ooh, comes in with the full Orochi. It is going to be difficult for Endgamer to try and find a kill here. Oh no, caught the overhead. He might be dead due to super. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Dangerous. Dangerous. The way that Adam was able to hold on to all of that, fight his way through without using an ounce of meter. It's going to prove for a challenge. Big challenge for Endgamer. So we'll see how they are able to adapt if possible. I'd still think that the way that they're able to position is, they can curate certain situations for their favor, but it's gonna really come down to the way that you use that V meter and your defense. Like, your defense overall is definitely gonna dictate your match, or like your match against Urian.
Yep.
His offense is just extremely powerful with Ignorant Thunder, with his massive buttons, and then once things get into V trigger, like it just becomes horrible. The way that Adam is also able to use specials to position right outside, tackle right in. He doesn't even care because he's closed that gap, right? He's closed that gap.
Ooh.
Smart.
Adam is really confident in walking forward and just putting himself at the space he wants to be in. He's not scared of getting his lights clipped. He's really just bulldogging forward, and this is where it gets bad. Oh, didn't get the confirm, but still kind of got a messed up confirm anyway off of it. Went for the overhead.
What? I don't think... Okay. That was still... I'm just so excited at how that worked out. Adam tried to do it, but... What? You clown. Okay, cool. Still in this. Full meter on deck. Humongous sweep. Okay, now it's really smart.
Finding a lot of space with that sweep is Endgamer. It's one of his moneymakers so far into neutral.
Yeah, I mean,
see if he can space himself well at that tip again. It was a little bit close with that roundhouse, but no punish from Adam.
Definitely got to be careful though, considering how Urian did the same thing. Huge sweep. All right, spend that meter. That's fine.
Yeah, smelling that Adam is getting a little bit desperate in this neutral, jumping in a little bit more, but.
Yeah, and he can't afford to get desperate, considering the fact that he was doing the same thing in the first round. If he's trying to revert back to those strategies, thinking, throwing Adam off just a little bit, like, oh yeah, maybe I've adjusted, but really just keeping all that stuff in the pocket. There it is, finds a launch. Hopefully No, definitely does not want to
Knew
spend
that
any
the
money
next
there.
2 bars spending it might not have killed, so saving it a little, but you get hit with, and the reset.
Blocked
Oh, he
it.
tried-
No knockdown. This is scary. This.
Oh, big delay in the
Oh,
mid
he's alive.
combo.
He's alive.
Not quite.
Oh my
And went for
lord.
meaty Aegis. That's GG's. And like I said, you getting hit with EX headbutt into Aegis, that next setup is gonna be dirty, and Adam takes it. Gonna go on to loser semis.
Yeah, it was mad dangerous. Meaty mirror, mad scary. Cause it's like, who knows if you want to take that throw to begin with. At that health range, yeah, you're probably gonna have to take some risks to escape that situation. But the meaty mirror is more or less just like that's a
Yeah, you
son
can
of
see
a
the
bitch
confidence
move.
that oozes from Adam sometimes. He went for the disrespect
Yeah.
on the double overhead reset, meaty
Yeah.
mirror. It's just the type of guy he tries to play, and that could get into some people's head a lot, and that's why he can be successful as a Urian player sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely how creative you can be on your character that shows you consistent success, especially on a character like Urian that just has like so many different ways to utilize his tools. Like, yeah, you got your basics, like you got the EX tackle into mirror, you got, you know, your anti-air conversions pretty consistently, but it's more or less just like how you're going to, like what kind of style that you're going to play at any given time. Urian can be just really, really oppressive, charging V-skill consistently, using those plus frames non-stop in your face, or, you know, can play a much more focused, neutral and footsie focused Urian, which is more Adam's speed. And stuff like that, like depending on what you're used to, is what really throws you off. I think that once Endgamer probably has some more experience against Adam or a Urian like that, should be in the bag, because Endgamer was making some initial good moves. But we're going to see what kind of moves we can see here from Space Boy versus Lizard Man. Oh, wait,
Winners finals, we're back to a 3 out of 5 set, and you know, these two, like I said, these two have played a lot on they've entered a lot of online tournaments. They're no stranger to the online tournament battlefield, and I would be hard pressed to not mention Lizard Man. All of his collegiate league wins in Street Fighter. He's entered a lot of one-man collegiate brackets where he wins, of course. And yeah. And so, yeah, these two have played a lot of online matches, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Lizard Man.
Oh,
Lizard Man.
Fantastic. What better sponsor than yourself?
Than yourself. Yeah, it's better than my wallet. You just straight up put your own name. Oh,
but yeah,
Finds
this
a
is what
nice
you were
jump
talking
in.
about before. He went with that V skill too. Gonna test Lizard, or gonna test Space Boy to see how he reacts to the V skill too.
Oh, low forward into the EX Fireball, finds the conversion. This is going to be massive damage. Okay, decides not to go for the whole V-skill thing. Just wants to dash up.
Oh, great! Autocorrect, heavy spinning mixer.
Woof! Oh,
yeah, there's that V skill too coming into effect. With that V trigger 1 active, it's a lot more of that movement in there.
Okay, solid. Yeah, definitely seeing a lot more movement from Lizard Man. Testing.
Yeah, and Lizard Man tends to do that. It's like, all right, I'm gonna pick V skill 2. Do you know how to deal with this? There's a lot of things that he can throw out of you.
Right. Admittedly, most people don't. Like, the way that he's able to utilize that air mobility, especially when V-Trigger 1 is involved, it's really, really difficult to keep track of and react to, like, which way you either have to block or his trajectory. Ooh. Oh my god, that you
see like that, really like Space Boy had like the read, like, okay, he's gonna flip back, but didn't have quite the confirm he needed off of that situation, so it's hard to pinpoint the spacing and the timing that he's doing it.
We are online.
Things.
Nice.
And it's just, if you aren't ready for V skill 2 like that, it's just, you get caught off guard.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, you definitely are going to struggle if you're not ready for those kind of anime movements, you know? Lizard Man, Guilty Gear player, quite used to that kind of anime style. Is this first to 3? This is going to be first to 3, yes. Oh crap! Yeah, this lobby set first to 2.
Oh yeah. We are in winners finals. That's the lobby, but that's okay. Lizardman up 1-0. And using the tips of his crush counter, the classic, and catching the V reversal with the throw.
Okay. Oh, nice. What a conversion. I'm just glad that Spaceboy was
Went for
ready
the
to
overhead
do that.
for the stun. No dice. Lizardman is not afraid to throw.
Stops the V trigger entirely. That is gone. And he's definitely not going to be building it again, considering how low his health is at. Wow. Stuff that fireball. Oh, no, this
baited out the throw with a big neutral jump. V skill 2 combo. Oh, I'm surprised that
oh my God.
Spaceboy was plus in that situation. Oh, and caught the V reversal.
That
Great
was really
weight for
smart.
Spaceboy.
That was really smart from Spaceboy, understanding that those plus frames were going to be really impossible to deal with. So Spaceboy walked forward to try to keep that pressure going. Lizardman was out. So to chase him backwards, really, really smart decision. Good read on Spaceboy's end.
Okay, and yeah, great patience from Spaceboy now, like, just waiting out some of those V skill 2 options and the dive kick options.
Oh, he's responding
Yeah, and he's
better
catching
now.
it again. He's trying to get more damage with that EX Air Tatsu, but it hasn't worked out for Spaceboy yet, and he's in the corner because of it. V skill 2 wasn't ready with the DP.
Ooh.
Oh, the crush counters fierce. I like that option.
Big plus frames, but not much to be able to do that. Hard to keep that pressure. We're not seeing Spaceboy utilize Sakura's movement as well. I think it's just like definitely outclassed in terms of movement. So Spaceboy kind of just wants to catch Lizardman overextending. Looking a little difficult now as Lizardman did tie it up for himself.
Yeah, he's really putting the mental stack on Spaceboy with all the things he's doing with V skill 2. Even if he gets punished sometimes, he's using it so that he can, yeah, see, like, the best option right there is to just jump up jab, and Lizardman's like, okay, I'll take a jab here or there.
Yeah, for sure.
But now, Spaceboy's turning up the pressure, turning up the pace. A little bit of whiff meter. Big EX Tatsu combo, not gonna be quite that, but one mix-up. Great challenge from Lizardman. He has the V-Trigger stock, and he's been solid with the HP spinning mixer.
Okay, Spaceboy ties it up. 1-1 for himself. Stays alive.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's the second time we saw Sakura's jump roundhouse with, but caught Lizardman off guard too and got clipped the low forward. It's a 1-1 in winners finals. Yes, this is winners finals. 3 out of 5.
Yes, correct. This isn't losers.
Ooh, I think if Lizardman would have committed to actually just jumping there, he would have got a fat jump in, but decided to go for the V skill 2 there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see what it does to Spaceboy. He's trying to use that anti-air fireball to try and catch Lizardman, but Lizardman's just mixing it up, going on the ground a little bit more now. Find a
Ooh,
situation,
nice.
try to grab. Nice walk back. Sakura's walk back, mad good.
Dash up. He's in the corner now. That was from, like, basically from the other corner. Oh, man. Stun is really high. Stun is... Yeah, he's dead. Wow. Didn't think it was dead.
Great timing on the stagger strange. Stand medium punch being plus, can go into a counter hit, confirm into a fierce and big jump and great read from Spaceboy. He's turning up the heat in the second round.
Yeah, definitely not giving Lizardman any room to breathe. Cutting off his approaches as much as possible. Lizardman finding it a little bit. Oh, no, just dropped.
Yeah, I wanted to go meterless there, but wasn't in range for the medium mixer, and now we are in trouble. There's the big bait. You saw in the previous set how much Lizardman is willing to go for those big risks, as obvious as they may seem. So Spaceboy didn't want to take the risk himself and just waited. And that is the turning factor in this match after starting out 0-1. Spaceboy is up 2-1. This is winners finals. The set is not over yet.
Correct.
It is 3 out of 5.
Yeah, it is 3 out of 5. Lizardman, hopefully not shaken too hard, because already has had 2 hard reads done by Spaceboy, chasing down the V reversal, and then again with that EX reversal. Hopefully Lizardman can find his composure, understand that his movement options in the air with V skill 2 are kind of costing him a little bit.
Yeah.
He's finding decent jump ins, but wanting to, you know, play safely with the meter, he's gonna have to like play just a little bit more aggressively and commit to certain aggressive options. But because Space Boy is definitely getting confident in shutting it down.
Yeah, and that roundhouse, you know, he's finding the normals now. He was getting caught with a lot of the crouch fierces before, but he's finding the stand light kick with punishes now, and that's making the huge difference because now Lizardman is a little bit more grounded now. He's been punished a little bit on the V-Skill 2s, but really it's just been the defense and the offense from Space Boy as he goes on to match point.
Yeah, Space Boy is just ready. Like in the air, on the ground, he's definitely keeping Lizardman in the corner, caged him down. Eagle has been caged. Okay, solid. Cuts off the anti-air on his own. Lizardman is understanding that any way that Space Boy would want to approach. Okay, there we go. Again, finds that anti-air.
Yeah, and I like the stand light kick challenges. It's one of Sakura's best normals, and it's really putting in work right now.
Oh,
I like the spaced out crouch fierce into the mixer. Ooh,
that's just gonna be the fireball. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Cuts
To be honest, that could have been into low forward into a DP. Sometimes you'll get that. Nice. CA when you're trying to DP, but still great damage regardless. But in the corner is Space Boy.
Oh, okay.
Veer reversal out. Deal anything.
Oh, just barely mistimed it. You still okay?
Didn't come in time.
Oh no, that young backdash Sakura. Space Boy taking it 3-1, knocking Lizardman into losers. This is not. This is not over for him quite yet. Like a Space Boy in the chat, charge fireball specifically beats the roll timing. Yes, that was really smart for him to break that timing up. That was just both of those characters even are able to stall their approaches in one way or another. You know, with V-Scale 2 for Rashid, charge fireballs from Sakura. There are definitely different ways for them to get in your head on how they're going to aggress, and Space Boy just adjusted just enough, you know, to inch ahead. So congratulations to him. We are going to
be sitting on winner's side of grand finals as we wait for the losers to all shake up.
Correct.
So Lizardman is going to be sitting in losers finals, waiting to play the winner of Adam R and Ramsey.
Yeah, this could go in either way.
Now, of course, from Adam, we know it's going to be Yuri. Of course.
Oh yeah.
Now Ramsey has a lot of different options. Like I said, he showed the Geef today. He showed the Honda today. Are we gonna see the Sagat today? Who knows? Are we gonna see the Gil today? Probably not.
Likely
but
not. The more that we talk shit about it, the more he might be inclined to just bust it out, right?
That is true. Sometimes, Marcus is the type of guy who'll do that to prove to you, like, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll definitely play out the Gil, but really, at this point, against a Urian, like, you know, I think you gotta go and try to choose somewhere.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to,
I just don't know which one.
Go with what's effective, right? Go with what's consistent to you. And I mean, like, Gil may have issues, but there are definitely ways that he can hold his own against Urian if he does try to, right? Like, let's look at the silver lining, okay? Let's try to give him some credit here. You know, even outside of V-Trigger, Gil's got, got the slow moving fireballs, right? Yeah, really keep right. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a lot of different ways. Okay, so thank God.
We're gonna continue spinning the wheel of characters. Maybe he's gonna just pick a different character each round. But really, I've seen Ramsey play this matchup a lot in the last year when we had in-person events available. We would typically see a lot of this Tech Bandit versus Ramsey in the Sagat Urian matchup. And so he's definitely versed in it. Now the thing is that it can be very volatile because, like, once V-Trigger 2 or V-Trigger 1 from Urian is active, Sagat has to not throw fireballs.
Right, exactly. The game does definitely change for Sagat, but it's not like Ramsey is incapable without them. You know, you can definitely make a situation happen with.
And he knows that's the matchup. He has to play pretty on point for most of it, especially when that V-Trigger 1 comes about. Because, yeah, we're not even playing the game yet. Now it's active. Now we're playing the game.
Right. Did go for V-Skill 2, by the way, so he's going to have them crazy-ass knees.
Yes.
There. Yep.
There it is. Yeah,
That's
plus
block.
frames with that EX knee, even that close range.
Yeah. Okay, Adam does have V-Trigger available. Okay, we're probably going to...
jump in. Read it perfectly. Ramsey was a little bit tense on trying to throw it. Finally threw it, and it was a great jump in from Adam. Gonna block it. Gonna cage in Sagat, and yeah, this is where it's tough.
Damn. Busted out the double mirror. I mean, not really double, you know, just kept it in front. So that way it would convert. Smart move. Clutch comeback from Adam. Was really looking bleak for him in that.
And he didn't go for anything too wild in that corner. Just took a little bit of hits here and there and didn't go for a wild mix of just caging the corner.
Right.
But Ramsey with the back though has all the screen to work with. Yeah, that stand medium kick, so great from Sagat, but no, it can only hold off so much until a one big jump in from Adam like the last game or spacing well, and Ramsey does have the corner control, so he does have all the space behind him.
Ooh.
And yeah, great spacing, and that's where the fireball traps come into play. Spaced well enough, they can't really jump out of it.
Oh man, okay, threw it behind him. So there was no threat. I'm pretty sure it would have just either traded or hit him anyway, but still has one more mirror left. Oh.
The shallow knee drop from Adam baited out the DP, but Ramsey didn't get punished as quite as big as I envisioned.
There's still...
Does still have the second mirror available, so it's a little bit risky to a fire, but big roundhouse!
With the toes, man. Slapped him with a big toe. Bringing it up. 1-1 in the first match. That was nuts. What a crush counter. Humongous button. I don't know what Adam decided to press there, but it seemed like it would be safe. EX bust out.
Some of those spacings after like a crush medium punch or something, if he tries to go for a little bit longer range normal, it could get crushed by that, just like that in that last situation. But Adam's playing this well. Life is pretty much even. Nice. Big counter hit confirm off the step kick.
What? Oh, you know what? It was probably a little too close. That was a punish. It was either way too close or Ramsey tried to do a much bigger button on block or on those plus frames. But there it is.
Plus me tries to go for the grab, no dice, and now you might have to
Dangerous.
hold the mirror.
Go forward.
Oh my god!
Let's go. You knew how that was gonna go, how that sequence was gonna go, right? He got the knockdown. He's got full V-Trigger on deck, no meter. So he's got to do what he's got to do. He's got to press a button into activate, right? It would have been a crazy good call out if he blocked that EXDP, but you can't always be prepared for that, especially considering that was you know, that was a tough situation for Adam.
And it's that hunger. You're like, yeah, I finally got my knockdown. Let me get this meaty real quick to get this momentum going even further on my side. But Ramsey with the nice mind game. He is a Geeth player after all. True. Willing to make that risk at the end of the round.
True. You got to know how that grappler mindset is, man. He was ready.
Great challenge from Adam. You saw Ramsey trying to take his turn even a little bit more after grabs. And Ramsey's going to cook with these techs right now. Definitely. Going to get to the stun. Not going to be quite it. But great situation for Adam so far. Damn. Spends all the meter to get the setup and a nice meaty confirm into the round.
Okay, there's still hope. There's still hope.
And some of those rounds are gonna go like that. When you miss an anti-air or they get a nice big jump in as the guy, like you're getting cooked in the corner. One missed tech is gonna do it. We might see the run back of it the same way again as Ramsey stuck in the corner.
Most likely. Definitely got him knocked down. The reversal's out.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That EX tackle is obviously minus, but he doesn't even want to be close to him in a big back throw, so he elects the V reversal in those situations. Oh, ooh, I think he really tried for that DP.
Yeah, he might
quite
have
in time.
for sure.
And it's hard because the first time he tried a DP knee drop, Adam did a shallow one and baited it out, so you kind of hesitate a little every time you see a knee drop.
Yeah. Ramsey's definitely always that kind of player who will want to challenge that, to keep that momentum, especially on Sagat where momentum is extremely important, right? Whether you're playing at that mid-range or you're just like playing off of a knockdown, there you go, gets no plus frames. Stagger those stand medium punches.
Oh, I think he wanted crouching medium punch instead of standing medium punch after that. But yeah, you can see how confident Ramsey is in just walking forward and stand medium punch. Great confirm.
What a confirm. That was extremely bold after the activation had already happened. To catch a button that Adam was pushing out.
He knew at that range Adam wanted to try and challenge after getting the block reversal, and so great recognition for Ramsey. He's on match point, and the big thing is he's punishing the neutral headbutts from Adam. He's crouching them and punishing some of these whiff tackles as well. It's adding up, roundhouse, roundhouse.
Yeah, they're definitely playing a little bit slower of a match. DP has been on point with those. Definitely not going to crush counter that EX headbutt, buddy.
Oh, this is where it gets meaty. Yeah.
Okay, goes for the DP.
And only has second mirror available. It's a little bit harder.
Ooh. Yeah, he's backing all the way off. I think he's trying to bait out that mirror. There it is, and he actually takes it 2-0 over Adam. Sends the man home.
Now, once Ramsey knew it was only the second meter, which is going to have a little bit more startup than the first activation mirror, once he was in that mid-range, he knows that it's hard to really react preemptively with that second mirror, and so wasn't scared to throw those fireballs to take that set in the end.
True. Yeah, it was more or less like when you, like I said, momentum is extremely important for Sagat. I almost said Gil. I looked at his Gil for a second. I don't know how the hell Gil works. But momentum is extremely important for Sagat. It's very, very easy to lose that kind of momentum, which is kind of where Sagat struggles real hard. So taking those little micro steps, like putting a button out where you're challenging disadvantageous situation, to kind of just like, you got to play very, very brave on Sagat because you have to take those little movements that yield big rewards, right? But even minor risks can turn into a major deficit, right? So for Ramsey to consistently be aware of when Adam would want to like take his advantage back or press an advantage, and then just reclaim it to keep those little moments of momentum, was very, very aware. Like you said earlier in the set, like that's just understanding the matchup. But that's also how Sagat has to succeed, where it's just like, it's little victories. It's tiny, tiny victories, an accumulation of tiny victories that just look like a stomp. It wasn't a stomp by any means, but like when you're playing that well, it looks like you're playing out of your mind. When you're making those.
So that's gonna put Ramsey into the losers finals against Lizardman.
Correct.
And once again, we asked the question. We've seen a different character from Ramsey every round of this tournament. Where does he go to? Does he actually continue with the trend and go Gil now, or does he go for one of his older stable characters? We shall see. And against Rashid, like you said, or like we know, could need a little bit of stability against that character. But we'll see what Ramsey decides to go with.
He might honestly go with Honda.
I can see it.
I can see it, just definitely because Honda has a lot of different ways to, and especially no matter what V skill that Lizardman is trying to pick, Honda has definitely got the tools to just shut him out, to lock him down, to keep him out. A lot with in the anti-air department, whether it be with headbutt, whether it be with stand heavy punch.
But it looks like that read isn't gonna go into fruition, because as he's gonna go with the tried and true Geef, and this is a matchup that he's been playing for quite some time.
Yeah, shut me up, Art. But he's been performing pretty consistently with Geef today. In the other set that he did, it was more or less okay. More or less a big one. What, the running bear grab? Okay, already.
Yeah, and that's the checker. Like, are you sleeping? Can I catch you with stand light kick running bear grab? And leaves a ton of damage to be had when they're getting hit by that. Oh my god, the walk up,
still nothing afterwards.
Forward heavy punch, headbutt, and Ramsey's looking confident with the frame kills, but Lizardman doesn't want anything to do with it. Now Ramsey's in the corner, has to hold Rashid pressure in the corner. Anybody can get got by this.
Oh, found the overhead,
but didn't get the right hit to get the combo into the V trigger.
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
I was just waiting for it.
Yeah, he really
had that
was.
button on that V trigger ready for any fireball.
Yeah, good awareness by Ramsey to keep that on deck, react to the fireball, and secure the round in such a way. You know, when you're playing grappler, when you're playing Geef, you know, it's always got to be about hard reads and being prepared for what your opponent's going to do. Good on Ramsey to do it. He's got full meter now. He could get a little ballsy if he decides, if he would like.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of wake up CAs from Ramsey this tournament, so he's definitely not afraid to let it rip. And that side switch on the enter is huge now. Big mix time,
Okay.
and he baits it out. He knows how much Lizardman loves that EX spinning mixer. Just 1, 2, many.
He's definitely going to pay the price. He's got time to sit in the ground, think about it. Go to your hole, go to your room.
And yeah,
Ramsey takes-
we know, and both these players are like, they don't get deterred if they get punished or even lose rounds, games, even tournament matches to their read of like EX spinning mixer or an EX SPD on wake up. And so that's the type of these players are, and I don't think Lizardman is really gonna stop with the EX spinning mixers anytime soon, but it was a great read from Ramsey.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge for Lizardman, and as you know, he does have a long road to climb because this is loser's final. This is first to 3.
Yes.
Ignore what the game says.
Yeah, he's gonna spend the V trigger pretty early, not a lot off of it, and yeah, this is a problem for Lizardman now. He has to hold that C1, and I say, not afraid to do it, and he has a lot of pressure because he took that risk. Oh, great check on the heavy
Oh,
tornado,
nice,
but
not gonna stun.
shimmied.
It's Geef. He's gonna try and go for the overhead. He's gonna try it. He's gonna try it. What did I tell
I think
you?
so too. You are absolutely correct.
What did I tell you?
At that point, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
It was a
Lizardman
matter.
had a great timing. He did, delay crush light kick, delay crush light kick, and finally
Yeah.
after a long string, the overhead. So
Yeah, because you know, when you're that close, you
yeah.
gotta keep the pressure on. But Random My Five's Ramsey not deterred by any means. Humongous life lead right now. Not
ooh,
good.
he tried to go for the big read, and great patience and anti from Lizardman. Unfortunately, he got EX running bear grab, and Ramsey stalking for that knockdown. But Lizardman popped the V trigger, so he has a lot of room to work with now.
Slowly walking up.
Trying to get with the tip of the crouch fierce.
Yeah, not overcommitting with his offense. Okay, a
Nice.
little overcommitting with his offense. And now he's dead. Has full meter though, going into the next round. He can use, like, off rip. Jesus. Okay, alright. Doesn't even need to use meter. Just mixers in neutral. Only a Rashid player can get away with something stupid like that.
It's a decent
But
move to
wasn't-
be if you space it out well. And wow, he got hit with the second hit of the V skill.
Yeah.
Now this is a problem for Ramsey. Has to hold a lot of this Rashid pressured. Lizardman decides not to go with the EX Tornado, and that's gonna cost him with that crouch fierce.
Yeah, proper armor is gonna have to guess. Takes that counter hit. Running bear grab. Stun's
This
looking
is
real
huge.
high. Yeah,
Big back throw.
it's dangerous now. Oh, gets clipped.
And Ramsey tried the challenge, but I think that trade kind of works out for him. Got rid of some of that tornado time, but
Oh, blows the super. Might be alive. Yeah.
Geef health for sure. And now full everything for Ramsey.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah,
This
it's
is so scary.
everything is dangerous.
Oh, no!
Big
Are you
bet
kidding me,
on
dude?
the overhead and heads
He
up
lived.
punish, but not dead.
No!
The SPD.
Okay, Ramsey takes game 2. Oh man, how quickly the tides can turn, dude. That's so dangerous. It's so scary. It's like,
Just great read, block, and reaction, and that's why he was dangerous. Any punish or any like whiff punish was gonna lead into gigantic damage. And yeah, Ramsey had the nice block at the end. Lizardman was thirsty for that kill. And
right. So much pain, he says in the chat. You know, I was convinced that last round was his. I was convinced, but because of Geef health, the robbery began, you know, like just by him being just out of range to kill. That was a very, very risky overhead. Lizardman got a little bit overzealous in the offense.
But yeah, it's like when you're facing Geef with all that resources, you get antsy. Like, I want to kill this character in any way possible. We already saw it earlier in the set. You used that to close it out, and that was fresh in Ramsey's mind. So.
Right. I want to end my suffering. Everybody's thought against the Geef, and its suffering continues. You are in the vortex. Okay.
Ramsey's kind of cooking now with the reads as well, and these SPDs, and it's huge. And the flexing the sweep, and man, Ramsey is dominating in the neutral game in the ground right now.
Okay, full send from Lizardman, trying to keep his side of the screen. Dashing up. Oh no, dashes up into his own demise, man.
SPD it, but that wasn't bad enough. The V-trigger has ended, and Lizardman trying to desperately hold up and gets hit with the 20-year-old empty jump low, the classic.
Oldest trick in the book.
Yup.
Just the, the fundies, the basic, get far with the basics over on Ramsey's end.
And this really is like, that's archetype of character Geef has just been around for so long. There's just so much like legacy type of plays like that is going on. Especially just crouch jab. Ramsey's been doing really well with crouch jab checks, but finds himself in the corner as Lizardman is trying to put something together.
Oh, caught him sleeping third time. He has not avoided that running bear throw.
Yeah, and that's big.
He's very, very intimidated, so to speak. Caught with the anti-air. Oh, that was definitely command throw. But he held it. He waited.
And stopped the flex early so he doesn't get hit by it. And great knowledge from Ramsey, knowing that string wasn't safe once he has beat trigger active. And goodness gracious, there's a pixel left. What a block!
Look, Lizardman. Look, dude, you are so brave. You are not deterred.
Yeah.
There is nobody who has more of an iron composure than Lizardman. He does not give a... I am not blocking, is what he said.
Live and die by it. Because that next day on the CFN, he gonna do it 10 times over. And you know what? He's happy about that decision. There are people in this world that do that, and there are people who risk that all in the most precarious situations, no matter what.
Correct.
Like, that are successful. Like, Oil King has that style of DPs where the Rashid, where he will let that rip.
Yeah.
And so it's something that if you're willing to risk it all, sometimes if you're going gambling at the casino, you're gonna lose sometimes, right?
Right.
And so that's what it is. But Lizardman went home in third place, top 3 in today, and so that brings up the grand finals for us.
Yep, still goes home with some Matcherino buckaroos.
Yeah, there's a lot in the Matcherino.
So, sorry to the players. Let me set this to first to 3, so that way we are at grand finals, everybody. So we are definitely going to be here for one hell of a set. We got the rematch of Ramsey versus Spaceboy. But before we get to it, I gotta please the advertisers, right? This is a sponsored stream to an extent. So really quick, and I'm not gonna keep you on ice for too long, Zach. I'm not gonna keep you on ice for too long. Players, let's go. We've got this stream is sponsored by Rig, the headsets, the gaming headsets. If you guys are familiar with Rig, they've been at the game for a really long time. They've one of the first ever headsets to be presented in esports. So we're very, very happy and thankful to have Rig sponsor this stream. We also have Low Kick Online 56 coming up next Tuesday with Uniclear. This is actually a beginner brackets. It's going to be if you are somewhat unfamiliar with Under Nights, or if you're new to Under Night, you want to try to get in and just have fun. The Under Night community is hosting or we are, partnering with certain heads in the Under Night community with a beginner bracket. Very, very akin to like novice knockouts for gear and Pulsar and stuff. So we're going to be doing the same for Under Night. So if you guys want to see some fresh educational Under Night action, feel free to tune in over at twitch.tv/lowkick esports, this very channel, next Tuesday, December 29th. Just a couple of days after. No. Not next Tuesday. The Tuesday after. Is that Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. Zach, you help me out? What day is that? That is Tuesday.
Look, we've been inside for a long time. Who knows what days are anymore?
But you know what? The day has come to watch the grand final set between Space Boy and Ramsey. Most likely going to be
yeah, I wonder if Ramsey runs back the same matchup. I don't think he did much of anything wrong. Some of the reads went awry. Well, Spaceboy was doing really well with like stand light kick confirmed.
Ooh.
And then, oh yeah, I forgot. At the end there, Spaceboy went Seth, had that nice read at the end on the SPD with that axe kick. And yeah, it was really close. So we'll see how it goes. Spaceboy starting it off with Seth already. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is pretty difficult for NY5's end. You know, like you said, there wasn't really anything that he did wrong. It was more or less just the way that he was using those tools. Nice, just gets in range, utilizing
Seth
those.
has that follow-up to that V skill if he wants to try to catch somebody trying to challenge after a minus frames on that V skill, but it was a big punish. That's how Ramsey got this game started. But Spaceboy with the corner control now, and you can see the offense starting to... Never mind.
Grab him out of the spinny. That was pretty solid. Not sure if he wanted to use that though. That would have been really minus over on Spaceboy's end. But yep, there you go. Use the extensions to keep that corner. Still has a V meter left if he wants to find something, but ends up getting vacuumed and dead.
That's such an interesting punish on that.
Hold on, let me ban this real quick.
Yeah, shoot the gun. But yeah, that's such an interesting punish. Ramsey kind of knew the spacing where it was gonna whiff. I think maybe V-Trigger moves him back a little to be able to punish that. Great heads-up punish by Ramsey.
That is like pretty good awareness on Ramsey's end to know that he would be able to avoid it like that. I wonder if that's something that he's going to be able to consistently pull out, and therefore Spaceboy is going to have to be wary of. But Spaceboy's also going to have to be wary of dying right here. Oh no. Ramsey most likely thought he was going to press a button into it to catch that command throw, but now he's on the back foot in the corner.
I like Spaceboy only using one bar to get to this corner, using a second one to get some damage off that confirm. And it's adding up now. Ramsey's in the corner having to hold a lot of this pressure into V-Trigger cancel. Yeah, and see... Nice. Oh yeah, that's not the plus one. Can't get plus frames off the axe kick, but can get a follow-up if it hits. Oh, the EX running bear grab.
Alright, Ramsey has come into this set prepared. He thought about it, contemplated his answers, and he is throwing it all out there. Takes the first match over Spaceboy. Hopefully he is able to keep this set going for a long one, because this is going to be fun.
Yeah, like I said, like at the end of the round, Ramsey, the option that's a similar option he did to lose the winner's side, but it doesn't matter in the armor break on that V trigger, or V skill, I should say.
Yeah. Randomi5's backdashed away from him. Gets some SPD of his own. Still got an SPD on deck for Spaceboy. Able to combo into it if he needs to.
Oh, that was sick.
Okay. You know what? Whatever works, right? EX SPD. Vortex begins. Massive.
Okay,
yep,
yeah.
There you go. Activate that V trigger, but busts
wow,
out.
What a bet from Spaceboy. And now we're probably going to get into an activation.
Are you
can he take this?
me?
Yeah, he can. And then the mix up afterwards. What's it going to be? Killing frames. Low, low, low. And where are you going?
That was crazy. Tanks through all of the aura. Tells him useless. Alright. Then gets SPD for his trouble. Again! There it is.
And
nice armor.
He's
Good
finding
response.
the timing to flex all of these long range normals on Seth, and it's working out on the ground beautifully for Ramsey. Yeah, Spaceboy going a little bit more compact with the crouching medium punches now, but yeah, that V skill is just so strong at that range though. It's kind of a mind game of, is Ramsey gonna try to flex the long range normals from Seth, or is Spaceboy gonna put out that V skill to break that armor.
Oh man.
Oh, and the
up
dash
SPDs.
command grab. It's so sick to see Seth have a command grab.
Yeah, it really is. Just to see him get swole, you know. Gains, instant gains. You too can do it. All right.
Oh, what a whiff punish with.
Oh man.
Berserk forward next.
That was an astonishing amount of damage. Did not have meter to be able to convert afterward, and I'm surprised that it killed, but is now tied up. Space Boy could take this away, but doesn't have meter.
A little bit more liberal with these actions. That's what I like to see. That's part of the big reason why this character is so strong.
Yeah.
Is that action is so hard to deal with, and it makes your ground game better because they have to deal with that all the time.
It is. It definitely is very difficult to deal with overall, but with Geef having armor on deck to be able to utilize it, and then we saw that one instance where he was able to V-trigger to avoid it. It's gonna be, you know, he's gonna have to get very cautious in how he does those axe kicks. He can't be over aggressive in that. Gets the V skill again. Gonna probably fish for that command throw.
Facing that wall, but using a lot of meter. I feel like Space Boy might need that, but doesn't matter. He wanted to get in with the SPD, the axe kick.
Oh, stalls. Okay.
I didn't think I'd do that.
Yeah, that was really interesting that both players decided to just stop and wait to see what happens after the activation. But Space Boy ended up making the better decision there, coming out on top, tying it up 1-1.
It looked like after that first round in the second game, it looked like Ramsey might start steamrolling, but Space Boy started to be up in the pace a little, started to be a little bit more axe kicks, and that's really what it's about.
Right.
Is that putting that mental stack and putting those mind games in this neutral, but getting hit with all these crush counters and Ramsey stalking.
You know, a couple of dangerous.
He went for the command grab, but Space Boy persistent in jumping. Getting a nice damage and knockdown off of this.
Yeah, humongous screen carry already. We're in the corner. Knocks him down too with the headbutt. Crush counter, headbutt. Keeps him down.
Yeah,
there
I think Ramsey has keyed in on all of the anti stuff that Space Boy's doing.
Right.
Getting hit with a lot of the stray hits, a lot of the crush counters. But
still,
that V skill is so good against that flex.
Yeah, he's got to find an answer to that V skill in neutral. There isn't always one, you know. It's a really good tool for Seth to have, and then threatening it with, or coupling it with the threat of a dash up command throw is real scary. But Ramsey undeterred, able to slowly inch his way out of this corner, just a bit. One thing that we're not seeing Ramsey do kind of at all is take an aerial approach. He's definitely staying on the ground as much as he possibly can. This is going to be real close. Dangerously close. Space Boy's doing all of the aerial movements here. But,
he went for the command grab. He had that situation again, but wasn't in range. That's the second time that Ramsey tried to do tick command grab off of the light axe kick. It's really something that you just have to put them in the blender, because as hard as axe kick is to deal with, it is minus, so you have to try to take your turn down somewhere. Missed to confirm.
Yeah, it's alright.
Space Boy did as well.
Yeah, drop the combo. Not going to matter all too much, because he finds
Great
another one.
Punish.
Oh, chase down with the stand fierce. Oh man, really? Good resolve by Ramsey.
The thing I've seen in this set is that Space Boy is super liberal with this meter, and that's gonna cost him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He really didn't have the EXDP, or he might have, but being very liberal with that EX is.
Yeah, Space Boy definitely is spending a lot of meter to try to just like instill pressure or find an opportunity to start a combo, or like get some screen pressure. But it's definitely costing him his life here, especially later on when Ramsey started to understand that it was going to be just a very liberal use of meter. And he just, you know, like in that last instance, he just waited. He just sat there, just waited, because he knew that despite that move being minus, ES Tatsu being minus, he figured that Space Boy was going to do something afterward, right? Whether it be, you know, utilizing another meter, or probably just going to like dash up or catch a button or something. So good for Ramsey to have that awareness, stay still, and then bide his time, and then take the opportunity where it's most optimal.
Yeah, he's really keying in on how squirrely Space Boy is being in a lot of these situations, wanting to jump, wanting to press a button.
Right.
And so that's the reason why Space Boy went to character. I think we're going back to Sakura. No, we went back to Seth. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times if you're sitting in winner's side, you kind of do this like start off with the character, even though that's what won him in winners. Start off with that character, then decide to switch if you get reset on. But Spaceboy looking to hoping it doesn't get to that point.
Right.
Wow, big jump in on the V skill. He's gonna have to start throwing those long range jump ins a little bit more to deter Spaceboy from that V skill because it's been very strong so far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Ramsey, you know, has been trying to lock down Spaceboy as much as possible, just like keep him in place. Okay, but it's more or less just like V skill is the one thing that he's not able to consistently figure out. He did get that really good jump, saved his jump. He didn't jump much like throughout the entire set so far, but the one time he did, he was able to jump over a V skill. So if he's able to like find answers consistently like that, then Ramsey could have this set in the bag. Damn, again, like you said,
wow,
being very liberal.
Raw running bear grab.
Yeah, that was a really far bear grab. But again, Spaceboy has no meter. You know? Didn't? Okay. Okay. Really quickly got that life lead back, despite not using the meter to do so. Only V trigger. Oh, he's dead. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, Spaceboy.
Yeah, and he's really like being a little bit more frantic, and yeah, he's been really consistent when he has the command grab stocked up for him on landing it.
Yeah, that's true, absolutely. And definitely going for the raw command grab instead of trying to combo into it. He knows that he can capitalize off of it much better if he does that. But good on Spaceboy to, you know, find the ability to do so. That combo was huge. Life deficit.
He's finding these crouch and medium punch buffers a little bit more. He's being a little bit more compact with his normals in mid-screen, but it's not going to matter against the EX. Meaty V-trigger setup. Here we go.
Oh,
and the command grab, the running bear grab to beat out the V-reversal, and Ramsey's cooking now.
Yep. Just a little bit of life
just
left.
outside the V-skill range. So you're going to activate? Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice.
And the jab.
Nice.
Heads up play from Rams.
What a challenge after, you know, understanding how liberal Spaceboy is with the beater. And he was in V-trigger too. Like, he was probably going to try and find something, but Spaceboy decides to walk up, and Random 5 recognized that, you know, it's just consistently good awareness that he's having in this matchup.
V-skill again, and you gotta know that the command grab is active. Where's it gonna use it? Oh! There it is. He finally jumped out of it.
Yeah, good awareness on him. Oh, chasing him down. Oh my god, he might be dead.
Backdash.
Do you think he's dead?
He's had a lot of scaling up.
I'm gonna say yes. All right, Ramsey resets bracket. Look at that. BRB got a P. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a P, but he's also got to reset the score a little bit. It's all good.
Yeah, you know, like sometimes maybe that contributes to the way Spaceboy is handling some of these defensive sequences. Maybe you got to get that bladder clean now.
You know what? Yeah, you got to clear your mind, take a deep breath.
Because Ramsey was catching him, especially even on hit, like that round, like hitting him with a normal, got hit, and catching that backdash still. Spaceboy was desperately kind of get out some of those situations. And so that was what contributed to a lot of those reads by Ramsey, just knowing that, you know, Spaceboy really doesn't want to sit down and block. Right. And of course, you don't want to all the time against Keith, but Ramsey really had the read on the timing and when he wants to.
Yeah, definitely able to like find those opportunities in between Spaceboy's kind of oppressive pressure. And the thing is, Spaceboy's utilizing all of Set's tools, right? He's probably busted out every single one of those buttons to properly, you know, inch his way in. This is Spaceboy. He's definitely utilizing axe kicks. He's definitely utilizing V skill. He's definitely throwing out those strings. He's doing strings, but you know, Ramsey just prepared at every realm. He's done his homework. He knows the Seth matchup. He knows how Seth operates, and he's also understanding how Spaceboy is operating in the offense. So let's see if he's going to try to either make the character switch or make a strategy switch here to pull ahead, because, you know, that reset can do a lot on your mental.
Yeah, and that winner's side, you know, he went Sakura first, it went 1-1. The sets seem to be working, but let's see if he's gonna go back to the Sakura. Nope, he's gonna stick this out, and I like it because, you know, I think he has the game plan, right? He has that game plan in this matchup, and I don't necessarily think on paper Sakura does all that well against Keith. So this is one of those things where you take these tournament experiences to try and grind this matchup out that you might be playing in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I mean, as a counter pick, probably.
Yeah, it could be. Oh wow, he was prepared.
Oh,
had the
big
armor.
miss from Space Boy.
Yeah, couldn't find the conversion, Ramsey. It's all right. Still alive. Both still alive. Back into the mid screen. Looking pretty advantageous for Ramsey. Yep.
From Ramsey.
Finds it. Next throw could do it.
The meaty P skill is so scary to face that mix up.
Activate? Oh no. Doesn't decide to activate. It's just gonna find another way to do so.
Activate. No, it's nicely spaced out. Picking.
Now he's paying the price for not doing it.
V-trigger.
Saves that meter. Goes for the lariat. Keeps it going for the next one. Yeah, man. I feel like at least activating to have that threat would have been beneficial because you do have the corner, right?
Yeah, and sometimes just raw activation in neutral is scary enough because that ups your damage potential for the next hit.
Absolutely.
Regardless, but
absolutely.
Ramsey taking that with nice patient pressure. There's that V skill again. We have the command on deck.
Okay, dangerous. SBD on deck, like you said. Lost his consistency.
Having access to SBD with the tools of this character.
Yeah.
Adding on to just so scary.
Couldn't armor through all of that, man. You ain't in V-trigger. Oh! Oh!
Oh, what a heads-up play from Space Boy. Canceling that into SBD once he saw the flex. And the V-skill again, he has it stocked up available. Immediate that time in the dash.
Oh my god, dude. Looking dangerous. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Even though you know you got it stolen, it's like you're not used to seeing Seth dash up to you and have a command grab ready as that option.
Right, right. You're definitely treating it differently than a regular throw. Like if you do see that dash up, nice, finds a crush counter into the big ass damage.
Throw and the back though gets the positioning. That's huge. The meaty roundhouse and still Space Boy wanted out.
Do you think he's gonna press a button try to command throw that, or I don't know. But either way, he's gonna have to deal with being in the corner now. Went from corner to corner in just 2 sequences. Stun's looking really high, buddy.
Again,
blocks the axe kick. It's still up there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even though it's minus, it's spaced so well that you really can't take advantage of that. He ducked it.
I can't believe it.
And meaty V skill, V trigger again, and he went for the big read.
What a backdash, dude! That was really smart. That was really brave from Space Boy to backdash that, understanding that the threat of Stan Brownhouse was on the table, but he knew.
Yeah, because like on the other side, like really after that V reversal, it's like Ramsey has to make the hard read with like a roundhouse in order to really punish that backdash. So
yeah,
it's actually, when you think about it, kind of a safe option in that situation, as Space Boy safely spacing some of these specials, but getting crush counter roundhouse or fierce instead.
Yeah, man. So to fight Geef, you gotta think like Geef, and that's the second time he's backdashed SPD.
Yeah,
Ramsey.
Sometimes you just gotta be persistent and like you're just picking your option. You're not gonna get hit into mind games like, okay, this is the option I'm picking.
Jumps out, body splash, could be damage. Yep, huge damage. EX bust out. Oh no, the crush counter. This is actually gonna be. Oh no. You gotta walk forward. You gotta walk forward for that combo. But it's okay. I was gonna say.
Heads up with punish. Yeah, you have to let that rock a little. You don't want to just randomly have your normal get caught by the hands.
Okay, nice. Good awareness.
Anti-air from Space Boy, but didn't lead to much, so he's safe for now. Yeah, using some of that long range normal spaced out again. Gotten Ramsey to not flex as much because of that option right there. We still won.
Yeah, he's understanding like the more that he's seeing the flex, but Ramsey's still undeterred, especially since it's back up on the table. But he knows. I was gonna say he knows that SPD is a threat, so he should be prepared for it, and he wasn't. but still in this. Has CA. About to have V-Trigger. There it is. Okay. That EX.
Oh, the mechs are coming now. Oh, he waited.
Oh, this is scary. Armor. Okay. Activate right here. There it is. This could get
trigger
scary.
again.
You've got to be kidding me. Are you serious?
Great punish.
What a punish. Ends up taking the match for himself. Tying it up 1-1. This has been a very back and forth set. And I'm a fan.
Great set. You see some of the adjustments being made.
Whoa!
Some of it in the neutral game with V-Skill 1 from Spaceboy, but now Ramsey is like whiff punishing and jumping in at some of those ranges.
Yeah.
On the offense and the defense, understanding Spaceboy is doing a lot of backdashes, understand that Ramsey is doing a lot of things.
Nice.
So it amounted to a great 1-1 set as Ramsey's walking forward.
Okay, trying to slowly walk him down. Jump in. Drops the conversion, but it's okay.
Try to go for a reset, maybe even. That stand light kick. He's trying to set up with the scare of the running bear grab, trying to set up a jump punish.
Yeah, that's most likely what is happening here. But Spaceboy does have the corner now.
Not every often you see a clean anti-air unset. Ooh, try to go. He thought it might backdash. No dice.
Okay, sucks him into the EX command throw. Definitely signed up for death yourself.
Wow, space challenge after.
Oh,
great spacing on that. There's the okay. Now he's got the combo on deck. Gonna spend half his V-Trigger bar. Still has a little bit available for this next hit. Gonna get a throw.
Damn.
And a delayed crouching medium punch. Nice timing.
Caught him pressing buttons. Yeah, very good timing. On Spaceboy's end. Round up, but what the hell?
Okay,
all right.
That's an option.
Yeah, it is. It is, right? Oh my god, actually got caught by... He had an empty jump, but still tried to press something. Maybe it was an empty jump low. Whatever it might have been.
He's got caught by that.
Are you... Yo, this is huge.
Close fierce a couple of times.
That's massive. There it is. Oh,
And
man.
he's sweet. Good lord.
Yeah. Huge, huge crush counter sweep.
Yeah. Pivotal
Spaceboy.
game 3 here. Around the piece.
I mean, he had...
Ramsey gotta make up some of that meter again.
He didn't have much to lose. He was able to take bold situations like that in stride. Oh, man. Wasn't ready with the punish. Now, he's working extra hard. He just spent a meter. Spending another meter.
Both are playing outside of each other's ranges. Doesn't want to get caught by any of the great normals both these characters have. But the specials from Spaceboy, he's spacing that quarter circle forward move really, really well. We delayed crouch jab into the tick throw. Finally finding these timings to mix up is Ramsey. Meaty V-Trigger. Again. And now it's out though.
Yeah, lets it all go. Oh, man.
Caught. You might have to hold plus frames. No V reversal on deck for Ramsey.
Yeah, he's definitely just gonna have to hold this. Jumps out, but wasn't ready with the anti-air Spaceboy. Oh my god, checks the X hands out of meter.
And neutral jump trade. Ramsey.
2-1. 2-1. How is he inching this forward? Especially after how the first set went over in over on the winner's side. It's crazy
Keying
the
in
adjustment
on
he's taking.
where Spaceboy was trying to get that special going so he can cancel V-Trigger into that plus frames, but Ramsey just like, you know, I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna hit a couple jabs, and it's been working out for him. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely just finding the breaks in the pressure. Body splash into the lariat combo.
Big normals. And where are you going? He's trying to backdash desperately to save his life. And he let the stun go, and a big back throw. This is actually huge, but wake up EXSPD!
Oh! Backdash the regular throw. V-Trigger on deck, but does not have EX meter. There it is, activate it.
Activate now. Don't have the meter to make
Oh,
this
push him out of the
worthwhile yet, but slowly getting there, stalking him down, wants all this pressure. Gonna spend the V-Trigger follow-up, but misses his meaty throw.
Oh! Dead.
Okay, knew that setup wasn't real that close.
Yeah, that was very, very good awareness by that. Or Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just doing the bust out anyway. Either way, remedies a disadvantageous situation, gets the XPD threat, but gets SPD'd on his own.
After that throw from Seth, jabbed out of it. After dash, not real.
Oh
and
my.
the big bet on the roundhouse. Working out, not going to be death. Just going to take the corner control with the running bear grab. And the meaty and Lariat.
Ramsey at tournament point here. The what?
Wow, both dashed up, but it's the EXSPD in that.
Do it again.
No. You're in the vortex. Uh-oh.
Oh,
what is it gonna be?
no.
Delayed SPD. I see one. I smell one more.
No, you son of a bitch. You was gonna do it again. Oh, Spaceboy was barely out of range. Barely ready for it, but that life deficit is massive. Still has meter to work with here.
Okay, gonna go with the plus frames, but puts himself in the corner with the V reversal now. Okay, can you get a confirm with this? Yeah, you still can off the air. And the jab checks, and it's looking bleak for Spaceboy as VTuber is running out.
Dude.
Ramsey sitting on a nice life lead, but finds a low forward confirm. That's a nice chunk of damage.
Oh, Ramsey can blow him a kiss, and he'll die. It's really close. It's really close. Okay, holds that.
Decide to try and anti-air. There's too many options in that air. Using stand medium punch and a big bet from Spaceboy and Ramsey clutching it out, taking the tournament of this LKO 54.
Yup. This week, thank you for coming back. Street Fighter 5 back on the docket, and it goes to Random High Fives once again. Congratulations to Ramsey. And congratulations to everybody who played in the bracket. You guys get a big Matcherino buff.
Yeah, big chunk of that Matcherino prize, which is sitting at $143.89.
Hell yeah, huge damage. Why did Street Fighter 5 get taken off anyway? In all honesty, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Why did it get taken off? Is because low numbers.
Happens. It happens, and you know, it's like right? It sometimes, as we are trying to like gather players around, these brackets are relatively small. Yeah. And so if some people don't show up, and it's nobody's fault, it's just sometimes it happens, schedule, life happens. And so yeah, but it was I'm glad we were back vibing out. We had a nice number, 11 people. It's nice to be just back vibing out, watching some Street Fighter, playing some Street Fighter. Yeah, it's always great to have you and host you guys. It's always good to watch some Street Fighter. And admittedly, like, just because it's not over here in LKO doesn't mean the game is dead or anything like that. Just means like people are playing other games. People are kind of, busy doing their own thing, competing in other tournaments. Street Fighter 5 is still relatively busy in other realms of online competition. We definitely did schedule this one thinking that Dan was going to come out. We're not going to talk about that, but it was more or less like I see. We you know what I'm saying, like winter 2020 is very misleading, okay, but we got the confirmation now. We know when he's coming, so we know when we're gonna have Street Fighter 5 next. Okay, so we'll probably see you guys in February, the release day for Dan. But either way, it's so great to have you when we do have you. Zach, it's always a pleasure having you on my stream, or on the stream. It's always a pleasure hearing your voice and hearing you commentate, dude. You do a lot for the community, and we want to do a lot for you, man. So glad to have you on the mic. We appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. It's just been good to vibe out, and we don't know what the future holds. So we're gonna probably have more of this in the near future, of course. Yep. And so always glad to be here. You know what it is, as always, we'll see how the FGC develops and how online space develops, but, it's looking pretty bright for us. There's a lot of content coming out for this game. We got, rollback coming in several other games, so whatever the situation, online or offline, it looks like competition is going to be going strong, but it is over for today. So thank you guys for watching Low Kick Online 54 Street Fighter 5. I've been Seth. And yeah, I guess I'm Zach. All right, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, peace out, guys. Peace out, everybody. Later.